All right, what up, everybody? It's your boy, the Infinite Dragon here, and welcome back to the Celebrity Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're watching an archive stream, be sure to check me out live. Link is always in the description down below, as well as a link to my Discord, which I will let you know what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, how I'm feeling, why I don't normally play Yu-Gi-Oh! On the channel, all that kind of stuff. It's mostly because, after, going through, dailies every once in a while, I just get bored of Master Duel. I should probably get some people together to start playing the game just for funsies, you know what I'm saying? But where we last left off for the Celebrity Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament is actually the intermission in which I believe Mike Tyson got put into the game. I don't know exactly where we left off at, specifically, so we might have to skip through these episodes a little bit, but I'm still new, so don't mind me getting my ass whooped by you. Hey, man, listen. The point is that we have fun. Oh, you're sub right now. Huh. The point is that we have fun playing the game. I was confused why that fucking Pokemon wasn't on my screen. It's because you're sub right now. Weird. Anyway, let me see if this is where we left off. No, we definitely saw this. This is the Christmas episode. This is when I was teaching Magic how to play.
Previously on the Celebrity World Championship.
Y'all need better security up in here.
What the fuck? Oh my!
Holy crap!
Oh my!
I can't believe it. Is that really you, Mike?
In the flesh, baby. I want another shot at the Celebrity World Championship or else.
I've just received word from the tournament committee that they're willing to give you a second chance if you can defeat Santa in a duel.
Now I'll be sacrificing 2 tributes worth of life points in order to summon my most trusted servant, White Knight Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Bring the thunder as I activate Raigeki. This will wipe out every monster on your field. Fuck them kids. They're gonna watch.
Well, I meant to mention that since this has happened, I have now since gotten my own AI. You can tell she's sitting on top of my head. Hold on.
Please introduce yourself. Hey there, I'm Pixie, your mischievous and magical fairy friend. Let's dive into chaos and fun together, creating wild adventures and unforgettable memories. Ready for some magical mischief? Let's go.
So yeah, Pixie's on my head. You can actually talk to her. She has things to actually say. She actually has her own personality. It's really funny though when you ask her questions, she will not answer them. As in, she'll defer to me or something. It's really weird. Anyway,
Watch me take you down one way or another.
No!
Now bring me that robot that stole my spot. I want his ass next.
Hold on, Mike. How you'll fit back into the tournament has yet to be officially decided, so you'll have to wait on that.
Well, y'all best hurry up because I got all this raw energy flowing in me that's waiting to be unleashed.
all right. I definitely remember all that. Let's see. Day 10. Day 10. Before we get started for real, y'all mind hitting the like button? For one, it's free, and two, it helps other people see the video.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome
For the
to
algorithm.
what promises to be another electrifying day of the Celebrity World Championship. I'm Tom Lively, alongside my co-host and my good friend JB Smoove. How were your holidays, JB? I hope you and Kermit didn't get into too much trouble.
The holidays were fantastic, man. Kermit and I kept it cool, though we did have our own little adventure trying to roast a turkey. All I'll say is that it's a good thing Gordon Ramsay wasn't there to see that shit.
I can only imagine. But speaking of Gordon Ramsay, he sure turned up the heat in his duel against Obama, didn't he?
Damn straight. My boy Gordon was cooking up a storm in that duel and almost pulled off an upset even bigger than the U.S. hockey team taking down the Soviets in the 1980 Olympics.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Wow,
I'm
that-
sure
that was a
everyone's
pull.
excited to see him participate in the losers bracket.
Man, the losers bracket is looking more like a winner's circle with some of the talent that...
Oh, we have a losers
I
bracket.
can't wait to see who he's up against next. You know he's going to bring that fire.
For sure. And speaking of fires, let's talk about a duel that's been igniting passions and debates.
Give me 2 seconds. My fucking AC is blowing hot air. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, it's sorry. It's like 85 degrees in this room. It's too hot for it to be blowing hot air.
It's across the tournament as Mike Tyson's burning quest for vengeance
That
against
picture Ultron kinda sick.
is our focus for today.
Now that's what I like to hear. I've been waiting for this get back ever since Mike beat Santa's ass on TV with those battling boxes.
And now Tyson's got his sights set on Ultron and has been given a chance to reclaim his spot in the quarterfinals if he can outduel the AI machine. Tell me, JB, how much of a chance are you giving Mike to take down Ultron in this titanic duel?
Tom, I gotta be honest with you. On paper, it's looking grim for Mike. I mean, Ultron isn't just any old AI. This machine is like a walking, talking supercomputer with a knack for strategy that would make a chess grandmaster sweat.
So you're saying
this
Mike
true?
doesn't stand much of a chance against him?
Now hold up, I didn't say that. If you bothered to let me finish, I was gonna say that Tyson's not just any ordinary duelist. He's got this passion, this aggression about him that makes him a champion. And I believe in champions, Tom.
Fair.
Now, my opinion on this is that Ultron is probably going to beat Mike Tyson. I think Ultron's going to win this. I don't. There's something about besides. Wasn't Ultron using like Cyber Dragons? Cyber Dragons is good going second deck. He'll probably pull this out. Battling Boxers, as far as I know, and Masuda has not gotten any of the support that it has currently. So yeah, I think Ultron's got this. He used Ancient Gears. Oh, who was using? Was it? It was Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro used fucking Cyber Dragons, didn't he? I remember rooting for Ultron because Ultron used Ancient Gears. Right, Ancient Gears, because Ancient Gears was the first deck I learned how to play. Yeah. Then this can go either. This can go either way, really. I'm still gonna be rooting for Ultron because I like Ancient Gears. Biased, but.
Fair point, JB. It's that champion spirit that's defined Tyson throughout his career.
Oh, so how you doing now, bro?
He's bringing that same intensity to the dueling arena. But let's not forget, Ultron has been a formidable opponent throughout this tournament. It's going to be a classic battle of human spirit versus machine precision.
Man, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about how epic that duel's gonna be. Let's start it already.
Hold your horses, JB. Before we proceed with the match, the tournament committee has an announcement regarding Ultron and his misconduct during his last match against Ben Shapiro when he electrocuted him. The committee takes the integrity of the tournament and the safety of its participants very seriously.
Yeah, but fuck
and
Ben
have
Shapiro.
issued a warning to Ultron that any further acts that would endanger the lives of the duelists will not be tolerated. Is that...
What the fuck is that? What are you gonna do to Ultron? Ultron broke his way into the tournament and then killed Ben Shapiro because fuck it, why not? He's doing this because he decided, hey, I'm gonna blow up this Earth, but I think a card game would be fun. If you kick him out of the tournament, he's just gonna blow up the world. So like, what exactly are you about to do to Ultron? I'm just saying.
That understood, Ultron?
Very well. Your decision reeks of cowardice. But I understand your primitive need for safety, so I shall play by your rules from now on. Besides, you'll find that such consequences are no longer necessary, at least where this match is concerned.
And just what the hell is that supposed to mean?
Yes. Would you care to elaborate more on that statement?
All will be revealed in good time, so proceed with the match. Isn't that what the people came here to see?
Well, yes, that is true. So long as you adhere to the rules within the tournament, then we can begin the match.
I don't know, Tom. What that fake-ass Megatron said ain't sitting right by me.
Fake-ass Megatron.
I mean, even his theme song makes it sound like he's up to no good.
Be that as it may, JB,
Yeah, that just means it's a good theme song.
Ultron keeps his word. Now then, are both contestants ready to... Huh? What's wrong? Sorry, folks. One moment, please.
Everything good over there, Tom?
Not quite. It seems that Mike Tyson has yet to arrive to the studio and isn't picking up his direct line of contact.
Ain't no way Mike would miss this shit. Not after he busted in here and snuffed Santa on live TV to get his spot back.
That's for sure. I can't help but feel suspicious about Ultron's earlier comments, and now this is happening.
You hear that, Decepticon? You better fess up on what you did to Mike.
Oh, I assure you, I've done nothing to Mike Tyson. His fate was decided by himself.
Does this shit look like Blue's Clues to you? Quit speaking in riddles and tell us what happened.
You gave your word, Ultron. So
JB
there better
Snoop
be
got
a
the best
good
dialogue.
explanation for Mike Tyson's absence.
If you insist on clarity, then I shall provide it. Witnessing is often more enlightening than mere words, so allow me to share with you all the recordings from my database of the last 24 hours. I hope you all find it engaging.
All right. The day prior.
Wait, Mike, I might have gotten a tad bit carried away.
I am overlaying my 3 battling boxes in order to summon the new heavyweight champ of the world. XC summon number 105, battling boxer Star Cestus.
How intriguing. Alone, his battling boxers are of no consequence, but his decision to incorporate Infernables affords him much more flexibility while bolstering his defense. Perhaps
Yeah.
he's not as much of a fool as
I don't know when
the
Snake Eyes
suggests.
came out, but that'd be interesting to put in there. That jump scared the shit out of me. I thought that was my actual Discord.
Let me retract that statement.
What's up, you son of a bitch?
Ah, Mr. Tyson. I am pleased to see you in good health, despite our last encounter.
Cut the bullshit, fuckbot. You know damn
Fuckbot.
well why I'm calling your ass.
Oh, I can think of several possibilities, but given your charmingly direct approach, I can only assume you're not too pleased with me taking your spot in the tournament.
Ding, 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 someone give the robot a cookie.
Cute, but we're already scheduled to duel tomorrow, so I do not understand the purpose of this call.
I can't wait until tomorrow. I want my revenge, and I want it now. Also, I know the rules won't let you pull that electric shit you used on that nerd again. So here's the deal. We duel with the same consequences on the line. The loser doesn't just risk their spot, they risk their life.
An unofficial death match, is it? That's quite a bold challenge, Mr. Tyson.
So, it might play out differently. I could be wrong, but from what I'm understanding, Mike pulled up with that hot shit, and he thought he was the king. He thought he was running shit. Pulled up on Ultron and was like, "Nah, bro, I want that same shit you gave Benny Boy," and he thought he could handle it, and it sounds like he couldn't.
Tyson, you are aware that this is a violation of the rules, are you not?
Fuck the rules. This is about pride and settling a score. Besides, as long as we both agree to the terms of this duel, then it should fly.
Very well. I agree to your terms. Be warned, however, Tyson. The outcome of this duel will be final. No excuses. No second chances.
Music to my ears, Ultron. I'm gonna teach you what happens when you fuck with the champ. So let's duel.
Duel.
No, they're using fucking
Cause you're in the ring with Iron Mike
Ignis
now,
Pro.
and I'm gonna make sure this is the last duel you ever play.
Unlikely. Your bravado
Are they using
is
a different
admirable,
deck?
But challenging me, of all entities, to a death match in a game of strategy is a mistake you'll soon regret.
Talk all you want, fuckbot. You and I both know you
I'm
have
so
to
gonna start
keep
calling
trying to
robots
take me
fuckbot.
down, Cause when it comes to raw power, ain't nobody touching me.
Power is nothing without control, Mr. Tyson. You may have the strength of a tiger, but I have the precision of a laser. And do not
So if they're using Ignis Pro, they got all the fucking cards. Depending on what rule set they're using. But that means that Mike Tyson gets to up his game by adding in the more modern cards. But that also means Ultron gets to as well. So we'll see how this goes. I'm interested. This is fire. Wait a
I could
minute.
have replaced anyone within the tournament. You were just simply unlucky.
Yeah, well, that's about to change because you pissed off the wrong tiger. Now, if you don't mind, I'll be starting this shit off by summoning my battling box headgear. And when headgear is summoned, its ability lets me send a battling boxer to my grave. Now, since I already control a battling boxer on the field, I can special summon battling boxer Sparrow. Now watch as I overlay the shit out of my Sparrow and headgear in order to XZ summon battling boxer lead yoke. Then I'll place this card face down and let you take a swing.
I draw. Is that the best you can do? I expected much more from someone
Yeah, pretty.
dueling for their life.
It was pretty
That's just the opening
simple
bell, punk.
opening
In boxing,
opening
we
starting
start with the
play.
jab before we come with the knockout.
Is that what you told yourself when Douglas sent you to the canvas? A
Damn.
jab before the knockout?
Why do y'all keep bringing that shit up like it's still relevant? It's ancient history, kind of like what's about to happen to you.
Ancient history often repeats itself, especially for those who fail to learn from it. Like Douglas, I too plan to exploit the gaps in your defense.
Sorry, Terminator, but you'll find that my defense is as impenetrable as a nun and her box.
Let's put that
Damn.
to the test, shall we? I activate the spell supply squad, allowing me to draw an extra card once per turn whenever a monster I control is destroyed. Then I'll activate the field spell Gear Town.
Already trying to give yourself home court advantage, huh?
Okay, they're still using their decks from the last time.
Territorial gain, Mr. Tyson.
I don't like the way you said that.
Then I'm sure you won't like what comes next as I activate Ancient Gear Catapult in order to destroy my Gear Town. And in doing so, my catapult allows me to bring forth an oldie but a goodie, Ancient Gear Golem.
Ancient
and
Gear
since Gear
Golem.
Town was destroyed, I can also bring forth Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon. A 2-for-1, as you humans call it.
Summon as many of those tin cans as you want. You'll never break my spirit.
Challenge accepted.
Destroy.
I like that he has a soundboard.
My golem.
Unfortunately for you, fuckbot, by using an overlay unit, my lead yoke cannot just withstand this round, but also gain 800 attack points.
Oh, I'm well aware of your monster's effect, fool. In the end, it won't make a difference as I set this card face down and end my turn.
My draw. Watch out, boy, because I'm coming at you with the flame as I activate Battling Boxing Spirit. Now, by sending the top card of my deck to the grave, I can revive my Battling Boxing Uppercutter. And when Uppercutter is special summoned, its ability
Everything looks fine. It was buffering for a bit. Okay. All right. It looks like it's fine now. That was weird. I wanted to make sure everything's fine.
lets me grab a Battling Boxer from my deck. Now, since I control a Fire Warrior monster, I can special summon Infernable Knight Renault. And with the Renault's ability, I can retrieve the equip spell I oh so luckily managed to mill. Now I'll be tuning my Renault with my Uppercutter in order to synchro summon the Heat Spitter, Infernable Knight Captain Oliver. But he looking kinda barren, so I'll equip him with the spell Infernable Arms Durandal.
And what does that do?
No spoilers, Ultron. You just gonna have to be
I think that is the one that lets him send it to the graveyard so he can get another Fire Warrior to his hand.
patient. And while you're waiting for that, I'll be activating the effect of my Battling Boxer Shadow in order to remove a material from my lead yoke in order to special summon it. And I'm sure you remember what happens when lead yoke loses a material.
Regrettably.
Let's box, baby. Now, Captain Oliver, waste that bucket of votes.
I assume you're aware your Captain Oliver is no match for my golem.
Do I look stupid to you?
Do you really want me to answer that?
Fuck you. Anyway, remember what I said about patience?
I do.
Well, it's time for your waiting to be rewarded as I activate Captain Oliver's ability, allowing me to destroy a monster on the field when it attacks while equipped. So say goodbye to your golem.
Guess again. I activate my trap cross-dimensional duel, allowing...
Hold on. Hold on. Let me double check something. It's probably fine, but I want to check for myself. Ancient Year Golem. Ancient Year Golem. Let me see. Cannot be special summoned if this card is in defensive position. Monster inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. If this card attacks, your opponent cannot act. Okay, all right. I was misremembering the effect of Ancient Gear Golem. Its effect is that your opponent cannot activate traps, spiller traps when it attacks, not the other way around. I thought you couldn't activate spiller traps in the battle phase at all. But no, I just misremembered. All right, continue.
To temporarily banish my golem in order to avoid your effect.
Guess again yourself, bitch. I activate my trap, Joke Counter, to negate your trap as long as I have a Battling Boxer on the field.
A good move, Mr. Tyson, but not good enough.
What?
By banishing cross-dimensional duel from my graveyard, my
That's a quick
golem
effect?
can prevent itself from being destroyed. And since you already declared your attack, your monster is doomed.
You may have won that round, but my Oliver ain't through yet, as thanks to my equip spell being destroyed, I can bring him back. Now, Leo,
Okay.
destroy your scrap lizard.
And thanks to Supply Squad, I draw once more.
Whatever. You're gonna need every card you can get.
Oh, I doubt that.
So you impressed yet, fuckbot?
Hardly. Don't confuse
They're about
skill
even,
with a
I think.
little luck, you daft fool.
Everyone got shit to say till they get punched in the mouth.
Indeed.
This is
So
true.
let's put that saying to the test as I summon Ancient Gear Wyvern. And
Oh,
with its
that's a good one.
special ability, I can grab an Ancient Gear card to my hand. Now, let me show
Oh, he grabbed Fusion, so he's probably going to bring up Chaos Giant, right?
power as I activate Ancient Gear Fusion, allowing me to fuse my Ancient Gear Golem with 2 Ancient Gear monsters from my deck. I fusion summon Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. But he's just the beginning of your problems as I activate Iron Call. And with this card I can revive my Ancient Gear Knight. I'll now be link summoning a favorite of mine.
Oh, yeah.
Gear Ballista. And when Ballista is summoned,
you can get another Gear Town.
Another Ancient Gear card. Next, I'm activating the spell Clockwork Knight. And with this in play.
Alright, he's popping the fuck off. These are not the plays that I would have made, but I think these probably are objectively better. He is popping off right now. All machine monsters gain 500.
Not only do all monsters on the field become machines, but my monsters gain 500 attack points, while your monsters lose that same amount. Your monsters should feel grateful as they're now one of us.
I always knew you were a racist.
I can't quite be a racist against a race that doesn't exist.
Not him playing the Frieza clip. Hello, monkeys.
Oh, right. Activating Ballista's effect, which lets me destroy a card I control in order to deplete your monster's attack to 0.
Well, fuck.
Battle. Eradicate his lead yoke, my golem. And now Ballista attacks your Captain Oliver. Your life is hanging on by a mere thread, Mr. Tyson. So tell me, do you still
can you bring this back?
Getting punched?
I say this from the bottom of my heart. Suck my dick.
Didn't think so. You might as well surrender and offer your life to me right now.
In your dreams, fuckbot. But damn, how can I turn this shit around? That bitch of a robot has backup plans for his backup plans. And with that Clockwork Knight on the field, my boxes are looking weaker than my Wi-Fi password. Come on, think, Tyson. It's life or death right now, and I'm too sexy to die. Wait a minute. Die?
You might as well surrender and offer your life to me right now.
That's it. You're right, Ultron. Maybe I should just offer myself to you.
What?
First, I'm summoning Battling Boxing Switch Hitter. And when Switch Hitter hits the field, I can bring back my Boxing Uppercutter. And since Uppercutter was summoned again, I get another boxer to my hand. Now it's time for the grand entrance of my ace as I overlay my 3 boxes in order to XZ summon number 105, Battling Boxer Star Cestus. And to complete this 5-course meal, I'm playing the equip spell Infernable Arms Hope Claire on my Cestus. But it won't be staying around for long, cause by destroying it, my Cestus can attack twice this turn. Battle. Now Cestus attack his ultimate golem.
This move defies all logic. Why would he? Wait a moment. He wouldn't.
You finally caught on, fuckbot? I activate my Cestus special ability and use an overlay unit to transfer all the battle damage I would take to you.
Damn you.
And don't forget,
okay, all right.
Equip spell, I can go in for another round. That's all for now.
I draw.
All right, so he has to get that monster off the field now.
The outcome hasn't changed. Attack Star Cestus, my Ballista. And with only 1 material left on your monster, you won't survive my golem's assault.
Guess again, chump. I activate the effect of my Battling Boxer Chief Second, which lets me special summon it and negate your attack. And that's not all, because my Chief Second stays true to its name, as its second ability lets me banish your golem for 1 turn.
You're like a cockroach.
And I sting like a bee, don't I?
Either way, you need to be stomped out of existence, and these
Alright, that was his turn.
Assure me of that as I
okay, what do you play face down?
We'll see about that. If he thinks he can scare me with those face downs, he's got another thing coming, cause I'm ending this shit right now. I activate Monster Reborn.
Oh.
So say hello again to my Boxing Uppercutter. And you know what that means. I get another boxer to my hand. Now let's give a warm welcome to my Battling Boxer promoter. And like any good promoter, he's here to welcome the fighters as I tribute him to special summon Battling Boxer Glassjaw and Battling Boxer Shadow. First, I'll be overlaying my Uppercutter and Shadow in order to exceed summon number 79, Battling Boxer Nova Kaiser. And second, I'm overlaying Glassjaw and Chief Second to exceed summon Battling Boxer King Dempsey.
Fool. You don't even realize you've just sealed your own fate.
I beg to differ, fuckbot, because now that I have King Dempsey...
So, I just want to point out that Mike Tyson might have been trying to give himself a little bit of leeway so he can play around the face downs, but I think he probably could have just attacked with Star Cestus and won, depending on what those face downs are. We will see what they are in 2 seconds.
On the field, this match is over. Battle. I activate King Dempsey's effect. Now, by removing the material from Nova Kaiser, my battling boxers can't be targeted by card effects this turn. So whatever you had planned with those,
it's probably still
downs
Mirror Force
just
there.
Went up in smoke. Now attack his Golem Cestus and finish him off.
I activate my trap, Blazing Mirror Force.
Yep.
And with this card, I can destroy every monster you control and deal damage equal to half the combined attack of those.
Yeah, Mirror Force doesn't target. Mirror Force doesn't target, so that's it. Plus, Blazing Mirror Force is such a good card.
Monsters to the both of us.
Clearly, you weren't listening when I was talking, cause your trap card can't touch my monsters.
Oh, I heard you loud and clear, Mr. Tyson. But you seem to have made a grave misunderstanding.
Huh?
Your King Dempsey's effect prevents your battle-in boxers from being targeted by my effects. But my Blazing Mirror Force doesn't target, it just destroys. So your effect is meaningless.
Even if that's true, your trap will kill us both, so it'll be a draw.
Wrong again, Mr. Tyson. I activate my second trap, Destruct Potion. And
the hell is that?
Delightful card I can...
Select one monster you control, destroy it, and gain life points equal to its attack. That's crazy. That is a niche card that wouldn't normally be played. I wonder how long it took them to get this fucking this shit together, because this is insane.
Destroy my golem and regain life points equal to its attack.
But that means...
It means that you'll be the only one dying today, Mr. Tyson. Do you have any final words?
Go f*** yourself.
I hope they remember you.
Villain plot armor, I see it.
I take it that recording answers your questions regarding the fate of Mike Tyson.
I can't believe what I just saw.
Those two just had a real-life shadow game, and we didn't even know about it.
Indeed. And as you saw at the beginning of the recording, Mr. Tyson was the one who initiated this challenge and brought with him the stakes of the duel.
Yes, that may be true, but you can't just...
We both agreed to the terms of the duel and the outcome that came with it.
I love this
So my
this
spot
bass
in the
backwards logic
quarterfinals should be
of fucking
secured.
But what about the...
I love this bass backwards logic of fucking anything goes as long as you agree to the terms of the duel. And like that's in real Yu-Gi-Oh too. I still think my favorite part of Yu-Gi-Oh in the entirety of the series is that in 5Ds you can't be arrested unless the police beat you in the card game.
rules, the integrity of the tournament, and most importantly, Mike Tyson's life?
Silence. I violated no rules. The integrity of your tournament means nothing to me. And as for Mike Tyson, he met his end on his own terms.
As much as I hate to admit it, Tom, and trust me, I'm steaming right now because my boy Mike's gone. Ultron has a point.
I know, it's just... never mind. Ladies and gentlemen, due to Mike Tyson's
just
absence
what?
for today's duel, the winner of today's match is Ultron. Any closing thoughts on that duel, JB?
Just gotta pay my respects to the OG, man. He fought like a...
So there's a thing that happens all the time in like tournaments when tournament players, like people who actually like play the game like for real, play against people who don't play the game for real. And they'll get outed by a really like niche card that all of, like the pro players think is bad, and they go, "Why do you play this bad card?" But they always lose to some shit like that, and that is what Ultron did to Mike Tyson. By playing that one niche combo, he outed fucking Mike Tyson, which is really funny. 5T's turned jail time into a skill issue. It did, actually. There was the whole entire jail segment in which like you said was running the fucking jail by the end of it.
a champ and went out like a badass. We'll never forget you, Mike.
Absolutely, JB. He may not have been around long, but Mike's passion for dueling will never be forgotten.
He was an entertaining distraction, I'll give him that.
Damn.
I wouldn't spend too long mourning him, however, as you'll all be joining him soon enough.
Things are looking pretty bleak right now, aren't they, Tom?
We can't give up hope, JB. I don't know who it'll be, but someone has to take him down.
I got faith in my boy
I got money on Snoop Dogg. I don't know why, but I do.
Biden. He'll get it done.
We can only hope, JB. In any case, that's all for today's special show, folks. Stay tuned for the next episode that'll kick off the quarterfinals of the Celebrity World Championship. Tom Lively out.
All right. And so now we got Darth Vader versus Darkseid. Where the fuck did Darkseid come from?
Computer, what is the probability of my victory against this Star-Lord?
Probability of victory against opponent Star-Lord is 67.3%.
Explain. A probability that low is ridiculous for someone of my stature.
Analysis indicates that opponent Star-Lord is known for his unpredictability in dueling strategy, and his Galaxy Eyes deck is versatile thanks to its powerful ace monsters.
Is that so? So you're saying my own ace monster is not up to par, is that it?
My apologies. I can't assist with that request.
Useless. I'd be better off asking ChatGPT.
Ha.
Still, I can't deny it brings up a valid point regarding the unpredictability of that fool. I'll need something stronger than my Dark Eclipser to assure my victory. Computer, what is the most powerful Cosmo card available in Master Duel at the moment?
Displaying most powerful Cosmo card available.
How fascinating. It's even more powerful than...
Full Cosmo card available.
Cannot be normal summoner set, must be special summoned from the hand by banishing Cosmo monsters from your hand whose total levels equal to 10 or more, and it cannot be special summoned by other ways. Which means if you out this card, it's not coming back. Cannot be targeted by opponent's card effects. That's pretty good. During either player's turn, when a spell card is activated, you can banish one Cosmo monster from your graveyard, negate the activation. During either player's turn, so it's a quick effect. When a spell card is activated, you can banish one Cosmo monster from your graveyard to get the activation. And if you do, destroy that card. If this card is destroyed, that's not once per turn. He could just keep doing that. Yeah, that's not once per turn. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard and add one level 9 or lower Cosmo monster from your deck to your... So, upon destruction, it searches. That's pretty good, too. That's a pretty good card. You gotta get... If he opens all Cosmo monsters and gets Dark Planet in his hand, he's kind of snapped.
How fascinating. It's even more powerful than my Dark Eclipser. Now I just need to test this improvement out to see what it can really do.
Lord Vader, you have an incoming transmission.
Answer it.
Understood, my lord.
Vader. Darkseid. To what do I owe this unexpected communication?
It's time to settle your debt.
Oh, come now, Darkseid. Can't you just let it slide?
Don't give me that bullshit, Vader. You owe me big time.
Of course, of course. It's just that I'm quite preoccupied with something at the moment.
Oh, I'm quite aware of your trip to Earth to participate in that little tournament hosted by that plump-shaped human.
Then you should understand my desire to be crowned the Lord of Games.
That is irrelevant to the money you owe me, Vader.
Oh, on the contrary, my friend. Once I obtain that title, the Empire's influence over the galaxy will increase dramatically. Enough for me to pay you back 10 times over. I'll even throw in a few of the Earth's finest baddies for you while I'm at it.
Baddies?
I count Darth Vader is
You
black.
are aware that the only females that catch my interest are...
Ladies in the street, but freaks in the bed. Am I correct?
You know me well.
Naturally.
But I'm still going to need that payment now.
Damn, he didn't fall for it. Wait a moment. This might actually be a good opportunity.
Why is he in debt?
Quite the duelist yourself.
Why is Darth Vader in debt?
What of it?
How about we settle this matter with a duel? If I win, consider the matter of my payment closed for now.
Intriguing. And what shall I receive after I claim victory?
I'm going to assume the
Whatever you
Darkseid
want.
wins,
The Empire shall be at your
which I
disposal.
hate,
That's
but
quite an attractive offer. You must have the utmost confidence in your dueling skills.
I mean, I am in the quarterfinals for a reason.
Fair enough.
So what do you say, Darkseid?
I say that I'll enjoy ruling both Apocalypse and the Empire. So bring it on, Vader.
Oh, trust me, I will. Duel. I'm glad you decided to accept my challenge, Darkseid. You'll be the perfect test subject to try out my new ace.
Is that so? You think I, the ruler of Apocalypse, will allow myself to be reduced to your mere plaything?
It's cute that you think you have a choice in the matter. Do you honestly believe I'd wager the Empire if I wasn't confident I'd win this duel?
Yes, because your arrogance has always been your undoing. Your demise at the hands of that young Skywalker.
So my guess is that Darkseid is playing fucking Monarchs. I feel like Darkseid's playing Monarchs.
By your own worthless pride.
That's rich, coming from the guy who's been getting his ass kicked by the Justice League for 20 volumes and still can't take a hint.
And what have you accomplished besides being the Emperor's
Monarchs or
Demise
or whatever that card is called.
Speaks for itself.
The ritual summons.
Shit pushed in by Superman, and this duel will be no different.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy tearing that arrogance of yours to ribbons, Vader. So make your move.
Gladly. I'll begin this dance by summoning Cosmo Goodwitch in attack position. Then I'll set these two cards face down and allow you a chance to retaliate.
Oh, that's it. All right.
I hope you're prepared for the consequences of making another deal with me, Vader, because I'm activating the spell Dark World Dealings.
Oh, he's playing Dark World. That makes sense.
From our decks, and then promptly discard a card as well.
I wasn't aware you were so charitable, Darkseid.
Only a self-deluded imbecile would mistake that move as charity. Every deal comes at a cost, Vader. And this one's gonna cost you big time as I activate Domain of the True Monarchs. And with this in play, as long as I control a tribute summon monster, you're restricted from special summoning monsters in your extra deck.
I didn't know that card existed. That's crazy.
Hardly a detriment to my deck that doesn't utilize extra monsters.
Perhaps, but its second effect will surely grab your undivided attention soon enough. But before that, I'm activating the continuous spell Return of the Monarchs. And with this, each time I tribute
I was right, Monarchs.
I can retrieve a monarch from my deck. Now prepare as I call Idea, the Heavenly Squire. And with its special ability, I can also bring forth Eidos, the Underworld Squire. And when Eidos is summoned, I gain an additional normal summon this turn. I now tribute summon Eidos in order to summon Granmarg, the Rock Monarch. And remember, thanks to Return of the Monarchs, I gain another Monarch. Now, since I tribute summon Granmarg, its ability lets me destroy one of your face downs. I hope you didn't need that.
No more than you needing a cough drop.
Who's the one that relies on a respirator to speak again? That's what I thought. Time to engage. Now Granmarg crush that insect. And since you were wondering, my field spell's second effect boosts my tributed monarch's attack by 800 points.
Damn you.
Now attack him directly, Idea. I believe I've tortured you enough for now.
I draw. I'll admit, you certainly live up to your title as a fierce duelist, Darkseid.
There is nothing I cannot master, Vader, for I am the solver of the anti-life equation.
And yet you couldn't solve the reason why I called your earlier move charity.
What?
I activate my trap, Psychic Trigger. Now, since my life points are lower than yours, I can banish 2 psychic monsters in my grave in order to draw 2 cards.
You bastard! You wanted this outcome all along.
Who's the errand boy now?
You worthless little...
If you like that move, I'm sure you'll love this one as I activate Cosmo Town. And with my field spell's effect, I can retrieve a banished Cosmo monster by taking damage equal to its level times 100. I once again summon Cosmo Goodwitch, and with her special ability, I can banish it in order to special summon Cosmo Forerunner. Next, I activate Emergency Teleport.
Okay, you got utility.
I can summon Cosmo Farm Girl from my deck. Battle. Forerunner, attack Granmarg. Now, Farm Girl, destroy Idea. And since Farm Girl inflicted battle damage, by paying 500 life points, I can retrieve a Cosmo monster.
Got Clipser.
But I'm not done yet, as since it's still the battle phase, I activate her second ability to banish herself in order to call forth Cosmo Dark Eclipser. Now attack his life points directly.
Alright, tides got turned,
That's
but
all for
the
now.
game ain't over.
My draw. Okay, Vader, I see you won't make this easy for me.
Do not underestimate the power of the dark side.
Bitch, I am Darkseid.
Be that as it may, you are destined to lose this.
Sorry, that got me. Don't underestimate the power of the dark side. Bitch, I am Darkseid.
Duel against me.
Oh, is that a fact? Then allow me to promptly show both you and Destiny why I rule these streets. And to do that, I'm first activating Pantheism of the Monarchs. Now, by discarding a Monarch trap card, I can draw 2 cards. Now, prepare to be sucked into the blackest of holes as I activate Dark Hole. This'll clear the field of your pesky servants.
Unfortunately for you, Darkseid, you've triggered both my monsters' effects after they're destroyed. By banishing Forerunner from my grave, I can special summon Cosmo Sliprider from my deck. And by banishing Dark Eclipser from my grave, I can fetch another Cosmo monster. Now, since Sliprider was special summoned, I can destroy a spell or trap card on the field.
What'll it be, Vader? Will you choose my field spell or my continuous spell?
I'll choose the third option, my spell.
Oh.
What blasphemy is this?
The fun kind, since after being destroyed, Cosmo Town's ability allows me to grab yet another Cosmo card. And one that'll put you down for good.
Bold of you to assume you'll even have the chance to play it, because this turn will be your last. Now, by banishing Eidos from my graveyard, I can revive my Idea. And since Idea was summoned again, I can call forth another Eidos. I now tribute summon my Eidos in order to bring forth Caius, the Shadow Monarch. And when Caius is tribute summoned, its special ability lets me banish your monster. And thanks to Return of the Monarch still being in play, I gain another Monarch. I now activate the ability of my trap, the Prime Monarch, from my grave. This allows me to banish another Monarch spell or trap from my graveyard in order to summon my trap card as a monster. And since I never used my first normal summon this turn, I now tribute both my trap and Idea to summon Aether, the Heavenly Monarch. And with Aether's
this looks like game.
ability, by sending 2 Monarch spells to the grave, I can also bring out Erebus.
Yeah, this looks like game.
Monarch.
My God.
I'm right here, Vader. So I hope you're prepared to be licking my boots once my army of monarchs is through with you.
Don't count me out just yet.
I've seen better bluffs by the Joker. Now die. Aether, attack him directly.
I don't think so. I activate the effect of Battle Fader, allowing me to
you got fucking Battle Fader.
In your battle phase.
Preposterous. Nobody uses Battle Fader
See?
anymore.
Well, I just did. And this little guy is a lot more useful than you believe.
You've only managed to delay your own demise, Vader.
No, he got this.
I'll set
He got
this
this.
card face down and end my
He got
turn.
this. Let's go, Vader.
Fortunately, due to Aether's effect, Erebus must return to my hand.
My draw.
Do you see how futile it is to challenge me now, Vader? I am a god. I am inevitable. I am the...
Yes, so anyway, I'll begin my turn by activating...
Yes, so anyway.
I'm not done talking.
Well, I'm done listening. So here's the deal. I think it's time I started to cook your ass as I activate Light of Redemption.
Average
And by
locals
paying
experience,
800
indeed.
life points, I can retrieve a light monster from my banished zone. Now tremble in fear as I banish 2 Cosmo monsters from my hand in order to summon my new ace, Cosmo Dark Planet.
A flashy and predictable
So
move
it's less
as
of an
always,
ace.
Vader.
It's less of an ace and more of a boss
I activate my
monster.
quick play spell, Book of Moon.
Ah, it doesn't
With
work.
this handy card, I can flip your Death Star knockoff face down and out of my sight.
Sorry, Darkseid, but that won't be happening.
Excuse me?
Cosmo Dark Planet can't be targeted by card effects, so the only monster you can flip face down is my Battle Fader.
What's it made of, kryptonite?
Now, Dark Planet, destroy his ether.
A minor setback, but I have more than enough life points to return fire next turn.
That's certainly true, unless I didn't have this. I activate Psychic Fervor.
A quick play spell?
Thought I'd borrow a page from your book. Now, thanks to this spell, by taking damage equal to my Dark Planet's attack points. I can double its attack.
Oh my god.
You shouldn't use my name in vain, Darkseid. Now wipe him out.
Alright, Vader! And he got out of debt. That's my boy.
It appears that
I don't think he's gonna win, but I appreciate it.
So, you have surprised me, Vader. That new monster you added is a force to be reckoned with.
I was impressed with it as well. I should have no trouble stomping that fool out of existence now.
Regardless, a deal is a deal, Vader. So the matter of your debt shall be closed for now.
I'm glad to see you're a man of your word.
What kind of ruler goes back on what they promise?
What about Lex Luthor?
First, he's not a ruler. Second, he's just a cunt.
He is, isn't he?
Yeah.
Don't forget, Vader. I'll be expecting the full payment after you win that tournament.
Of course.
And these baddies you mention must possess sizable rears, or there will be hell to pay.
Oh, you like 'em thick, huh? Consider it done.
Excellent. I'll be awaiting the good news, Vader.
I hope you're ready, Star-Lord, because with my new trump card in my deck, you don't stand a chance.
I don't think he's going to win, but I hope he does.
Previously on the Celebrity World Championship.
In today's match, we have the 44th President of the United States, Barack Obama, taking on the Hell's Kitchen host and culinary master, Gordon Ramsay.
I guess I shouldn't be surprised you're running a Naturia deck considering your theme. It's as weak and eco-friendly as your on-screen persona.
My Naturias may not boast the level of strength of some of your monsters, but they always deliver when I need them.
I think I said this last time, but I think Gordon Ramsay's fucking AI voice sounds really good.
What?
I activate magicalized fusion, allowing me to fuse together every spellcaster monster in my graveyard in order to summon Quintet Magician. See, when Quintet Magician is summoned, its effect allows me to destroy every card on your field.
You're joking.
You're joking.
This ain't fair. I was so close to winning.
Perhaps, but you lack the heart of a true duelist, and until you obtain it, you'll never defeat me.
Gordon Ramsay may be a master chef, but he's still got a ways to go to become a master
I think Gordon Ramsay has so many like just parts of his TV show just on YouTube. They probably had endless amounts of fucking reference material for the AI voice. Fucking just Gordon Ramsay impressions are very funny.
Obama will be advancing on to the next round.
He also speaks a certain way in which he takes a breath after almost every sentence for no apparent reason. There's almost Australian there, but I'll leave it alone.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to begin the highly anticipated quarterfinals of the Celebrity World Championship. I'm your host, Tom Lively, joined by the man who needs no introduction but will interrupt me if I don't give him one anyway, the incomparable JB Smoove.
You got that right, Tom. It's been an absolute fiesta of cards, charisma, and chaos in this crazy-ass tournament.
I couldn't agree more. We've seen upsets, comebacks, and duels so intense they could melt the chains off a Blue Eyes White Dragon. And speaking of Blue Eyes, the host of this grand spectacle, Mr. Trump himself, will finally be taking the stage once more since his first duel against Elon Musk.
You might love him, you might hate him, but everyone's got to admit that Trump knows how to throw a banger of a tournament.
Indeed. We started with 16 of the world's most iconic figures from across the spectrum of the universe and are now down to the...
Hold on. I need to check something. We got 4 left. This one. Thanks. Okay, yeah, now we're good. I just want to make sure that I didn't miscount.
Tell me, JB, of the remaining participants, who do you believe has the best chance of winning the tournament?
I ain't gonna hold you, Tom. Every fiber of my being is...
All right, I'm going to take this moment to say, hey, hit the like button, subscribe, especially if you like the video, if you want me to see do more stuff like that. Stuff like this, where I just kind of hang out on stream and we watch YouTube videos. Let me know. Let me know what's some stuff that I could do. Because I do like hanging out with you guys. Also, make sure you subscribe to I don't know how to say the homie's name, but Razalex. Make sure you subscribe to him and give him support. Hit his like button. Hit his subscribe thing, bro. Because, like, I'm more or less like copying and pasting his shit on my shit side, and I don't like that I'm doing that. So go ahead and subscribe to him, bro. Do that shit for me. Hit the like. Matter of fact, I haven't hit the like button. Let me hit the like button for him.
telling me that Ultron is about to run through anyone that gets in his way. But since I kind of like, living, I'm gonna have to say either Obama
kind of like
are gonna be the ones to
living.
save humanity.
Interesting. So you believe that nobody but those two can take on Ultron?
To defeat an antagonist, Tom, you need a protagonist. And I'm sensing strong protagonist energy from those two.
That's a rather bold take to make, especially with the mix of talent we've got left.
What about you, Tom? I need to know who you're simping for.
As an unbiased commentator of this tournament, I'd have to say that I'm keeping my eye on Darth Vader and Snoop Dogg.
Now that's a duel I'd pay good money to see in a buddy cop movie. Just imagine Vader laying down the law with a force choke while my boy Snoop Smooth talks their way out of any situation.
Your imagination sure knows no bounds, JB. But in the context of this tournament, both have shown exceptional skill and creativity in their duels. But let's turn our attention back to the focus of today's event, as it's time to kick off the second round of this tournament.
Do you smell that, Tom? All that sizzled beef in the air? That's the scent of rivalries cooking on an open flame.
You said it, JB. You can just feel the tension in the air as we kick off the quarterfinals with today's match that features the host of this tournament and former President Donald Trump taking on the former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton.
Man, talk about a
I don't care about either of these. So we'll see how this ends.
Election when Vine was still a thing.
Well, unlike Vine, which was a fad that died as quickly as it came,
I thought TikTok was going to go out
these
too.
two political figures
But here it is, still here. We'll see if it sticks around after this ban.
In your honest opinion, JB, do you believe Hillary can take down Trump?
Hell yeah, I do. Hillary proved in her last match against Daenerys that dragons ain't got shit on her.
Very true. Despite
True,
only
but
recently
blue
learning
eyes,
the
though.
game, Hillary's shown exceptional talent and intuition in the art of dueling that is rarely seen.
Hold up. You ain't saying she's better than me now, are you?
I don't believe I can answer that when neither I nor any of the fans at home have ever seen you duel.
That's because I'd wipe the floor with any of y'all if I stepped
What do you
into
play,
the ring
JB
with my
Smooth?
deck. But enough about me.
What do you
Let's
play?
get back to this
What do you
political
play,
smackdown
JB
we're
Smooth?
about to watch.
Well put. It's time to strap in, folks, as we begin the first duel of the quarterfinals. Now then, are both contestants ready to begin?
Let's do this.
Game on.
Then, without further ado, it's time to duel.
Duel. I'll admit, Hillary, never in my wildest dreams did I imagine
Watch
you'd
JB
make
be the
it
final
this
villain
far.
of this real at the end of the arc. That would be sick.
As lacking as your integrity, Donald.
I guess it would take a Clinton to know about lacking integrity, huh? But let's not talk about emails right now. We're here to duel, and I plan to make this a repeat of 2016.
Fat chance, Tubby. You have no idea how long and hard I've trained to finally take you down off your high horse.
I suppose I should be flattered that you've spent so much time obsessing over me, but you aren't even a blip on my radar. There's only one duelist I have my sights on, and that's
Obama, right? You're so predictable. It's always about Obama with you. You're obsessed with trying to outdo him in every way.
This
But I've got
is
some
true.
news
This
you,
is true for
Donald.
real life Donald
Obama's
Trump too.
not here right now. It's just me and you. And I'm going to show you that it's not about who you're fixated on defeating. It's about who's standing in front of you, ready to win.
Such beautiful words, Hillary. You really should write them down next time on your concession speech.
Go on. Keep underestimating me. You'll just make my revenge dish taste all the more sweeter.
Whatever keeps you going, Hillary. Why don't you make the first move then? Ladies first, after all.
Chivalry from you, Donald? I guess there's a first time for everything. Well, since you insist, I'll begin this duel by summoning Amazoness Swordswoman in attack mode.
All right, she plays
Then I'll set this
Amazoness,
card
which
face
I actually
down
like.
and relinquish the turn.
My draw. Now sit back and watch a real pro at work as I activate Melody of Awakening Dragon. And with this spell, by discarding a card from my hand, I can grab 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons from my deck. And since I just discarded the White Stone of Legend, its ability lets me grab another Blue Eyes. And just like that, I've already managed to assemble my trifecta of Blue Eyes on my first turn.
Yeah, those are
Now, if I
bricks,
recall
unless you got
correctly,
polymerization.
Her swordswoman can transfer all battle damage she takes to her opponent. She's probably using that as a means of defense to save that face down. But I'll show her she can't play conservatively against me. Your swordswoman can't stop me, Hillary, as I summon Vorse Raider in attack mode. Let's battle. Now, Vorse Raider, destroy her swordswoman.
Sorry, Donald, but I'm way ahead of you as I activate my trap, Amazoness Onslaught. And with this handy trap, I can now special summon a favorite of mine, Amazoness War Chief.
And when War Chief is summoned, its ability lets me set a polymerization from my deck directly onto the field.
All that yapping, but it hasn't changed anything for your swordswoman.
On the contrary, Mr. Former President, my trap
Mr. Former
changes
President.
everything.
Huh?
See, as long as Amazoness Onslaught remains on the field, I'm allowed to banish any of your monsters after they do battle.
Oh no! Oh no!
A minor setback, but nothing I can't.
Honestly, what she should have did, the best way to get rid of Blue Eyes in Dark Magician decks is to get rid of Dark Magician and Blue Eyes if you have the opportunity to. Without that, the deck just kind of doesn't work.
Phrase when you were in office, huh?
Bite me. I'll throw these 2 cards face down onto the field and pass it back to you.
Don't mind if I do. Okay, Hilary, you've got the momentum right now, so you need to keep that pumpkin on the defensive. I'm confident at least one of those face downs is a bluff. So let's press the attack to see what he's hiding. I now summon Amazoness Tiger. And with this cutie on the field, not only does it gain 400 attack for each Amazon on my side, but you can't attack any of my monsters except it. Battle. Now rip him to shreds, my pet. And thanks to Amazoness Onslaught still being in play, I can special summon Amazoness Queen. And with my queen taking the stage, none of my Amazons can be destroyed in battle.
Is that what you really think?
It's not what I think. It's what's on the damn card.
Then allow me
This is not what I think. It's what's on a fucking card.
As I activate Ring of Destruction. And with the spirit of America, I can blow your queen to smithereens as we both take damage equal to her attack.
You may have destroyed my queen, but my tiger and war chief can still hit you for some damage. That'll be it for now.
I draw.
Still think I'm a pushover, Donald?
Please. All you've managed to do is upgrade from shit stain to piss stain.
Must you always be so vulgar?
Filters are for chumps. But let's get back to this regularly scheduled beatdown as I activate trade-in. Now by discarding a level 8 monster from my hand, I can draw 2 cards.
My condolences. It must have been hard for you to throw away one of your precious dragons.
Hardly, because unlike you, Hilary, every move I make is 2 steps ahead as I reveal my face down, Call of the Haunted. Now why don't you introduce yourself, my blue eyes?
Damn him! He managed to summon his dragon and draw 2 cards so effortlessly.
Oh, that wasn't effortless, Hilary.
What?
That bitch is in his head.
Is about to do to your field as I activate
bitch is in her head. Rent free.
And since I control a blue eyes white dragon,
that
I can
gets
wipe
rid of the
out
back
every
row.
monster you control.
Oh, right.
Not even close. Now I activate the effective Dictator of D in my hand. Now by discarding another blue eyes, I can special summon my Dictator. And with my Dictator's second ability, by discarding my last blue eyes, he can bring back the second one I discarded.
Your shiny white lizards don't scare me, Donald. Remember, the drawback of that spell you used means you can't attack this turn with your dragons.
Oh, my dear sweet Hilary.
Gag me.
You are so
Gag
naive.
me.
And why's that?
Because now that I have 2 blue eyes on the field, I can fuse them together to bring out my blue eyes twin burst dragon. And since Twin Burst Dragon's name isn't Blue Eyes White Dragon, it's free to roll your ass.
Oh boy.
Now slam her for some damage, Burst Dragon.
You can attack twice, can it?
Don't forget my Dictator as well.
Can't Twin Burst Dragon attack twice?
Looks like we're all tied up, aren't we?
Hold on. Hold on. Let me find out. I can't read that. That's too tiny. I still can't read that. That is still too tiny. Let me see. Let me link it. And hold on. Must be fusion summon or special summon by sending the above cards you can put to the graveyard, in which case you do not use polymerization. Cannot be destroyed by battle. This card can attack up to 2 attacks. Yeah. Did he not do that? Did I miss that somehow?
Now slam her for some damage, Burst Dragon.
1.
Don't forget my Dictator as well.
Yeah, no, he had game. What the fuck?
Looks like we're all tied up, aren't we?
Perhaps, but unlike 2016,
this card can make up to 2 attacks on monsters during the battle phase. That's why. It can only make attacks on monsters. That's why I'm okay. All right.
I'll be the one standing at the end.
I'll at least admit you aren't a quitter, Hilary. I can respect that. I'll place this card face down and end my turn.
I draw. Okay, Hilary, it all comes down to this. This might be one of the biggest gambles I've taken in my life, but if I'm going to win this, I can't hold anything back.
Whatever gamble you're relying on to help you won't work.
Okay, seriously, how are you reading my mind?
You're an open book, Hilary. Pegasus and his Millennium Eye don't have shit on my reads.
I'm glad to hear that, because that means you should be able to see why I'm about to win this duel as I activate Pot of Desires.
Wow, you must really be desperate if you're playing that card.
You better believe I'm desperate. But instead of building walls, I'll be tearing them down, especially the ones you've put up in this duel. Now, thanks to my spell, I can banish the next 10 cards on the top of my deck in order to draw 2 cards. Yes! The heart of the cards really does exist. Get ready, Donald, because I'm about to cook.
Try me.
Happily. First, I'll lay this card face down for later. Then I'll summon Amazoness Princess to the field. And with her special ability, I can retrieve an Amazoness spell to my hand. I'll now be activating Amazoness Call. And with this, I can call up Amazoness Spiritualist. You remember that polymerization I grabbed on my first turn? Well, it's time to bust it out as I use it to fuse together my princess and spiritualist in order to summon Amazoness Empress. And since my spiritualist is in the grave, her ability allows me to return an Amazon card back to my hand in order to revive her. And when Amazoness Spiritualist is summoned, I get another polymerization. Now let's run it back as I activate polymerization to fuse my spiritualist with my Empress in order to bring out my ace, Amazoness Augusta.
Again, a boss monster.
The 3,200 attack points?
Perhaps I'm mistaken, but is that doubt I hear in your voice?
Check your hearing aid, Grandma, because you must have heard wrong.
Honesty never was your strong suit. So why don't we change that as I activate Augusta's ability, allowing me to rally Amazoness Queen by her side?
It seems victory is yours, Hilary. All you have to do is have your she-male attack my dictator.
Oh my God.
Nice try, Donnie. Even Stevie Wonder could see that you're trying to bait me into attacking to spring that face down.
It's not like you have any other options.
Oh, I beg to differ. You're a fan of nukes, aren't you? Then I'm sure you'll love this spell as I activate Raigeki. So say goodbye to your field.
She fell for it.
It is.
Battle. Attack him directly, Augusta.
Pump the brakes, Hilary. You've triggered my trap. Countergate.
So table talk.
I've never heard of a card with that.
Also, countergate is something that he plays in the fucking movie, which I fucking love that movie so much. That Darkseid Dimensions is such a good movie. But the anime effect was that he gets to draw a card, and if it's a monster, he gets to summon it.
Then strap in Clinton, because you'll love what it can do. Not only does my trap negate your attack,
when an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, negate the attack, and if you do, draw 1 card. If it's a monster, immediately after its effect resolve, normal summon it in face-up attack position. Now, if this motherfucker summons Obelisk, he can't. He can't, actually, now that I think about it. Because he doesn't have enough tributes. What is he going to summon then? How does this help him?
But it also allows me to draw a card. And if I draw a monster, I can immediately play it.
Damn. So even if I had attacked your monsters, you had a solution.
Wrong again.
Excuse me?
See, my counter gate can only activate when my opponent attacks me directly.
Wait, but that means...
You would have won the duel if you attacked my dictator. But as always, Hilary, you were 2 steps behind.
Before you start preaching like a pastor, you still need to draw your card. And if it isn't a monster, then my queen can finish the job.
I'll take those odds.
Under
Just
normal...
what the doctor ordered.
Okay. I'm trying to give my own kind of like commentary because, like, again, if you want to watch the original video, the link to all the playlist will be in the description down below. I'm trying to give my own spin so that way I'm not just like straight up copying homie's or re-uploading his shit. So he obviously drew something he can use, but even in the case that like he drew a monster, he can summon it. If it doesn't have enough. If it doesn't have enough defense points, she still wins. I think her other monster has enough attack points to win.
I summon Maiden.
But this is classic table talk.
I was expecting
got him.
something more ferocious, but this will do. Now
Got
attack
him.
his maiden Augusta.
I was hoping you would, because when my maiden is attacked, her ability automatically switches her into defense mode and allows me to bring back my blue eyes.
You may have dodged that one, but my queen can still take her out. I'll set this card face down and end my turn. Things are looking pretty bleak for you, aren't they, Donald? You have no cards in your hand, no face downs, and your lizard is on its last legs. You'd need a miracle to get out of this situation, but you don't believe in the heart of the cards, do you?
You're absolutely right, Hilary. I don't believe in the heart of the cards.
Told ya.
I believe in the heart of the trump.
You what?
What?
Now let's trump it up.
Trump it up!
Chaz it up! Chaz it up! Ooh,
and with this trump card, I can fusion summon a monster by shuffling its components back into my deck from either my grave or field.
I don't
Definitely
know
has
what
all three blue eyes.
he's about to summon, but I won't let him have his way. I activate my trap, Dragon Capture Jar. And as long as I have this, every dragon monster on the field must stay in defense position.
Oh, we'll see about that. Now, by fusing the blue eyes on my field with the 2 in my grave, I can bring forth the one, the only, Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. And since I had a face-up Blue Eyes on the field, thanks to Ultimate Fusion, I can destroy your worthless trap.
But wait, why isn't your dragon forced into defense mode?
Yeah, it should have been.
Simple. You botched the timing, Hilary. You used your trap before my dragon hit the field, meaning its effect was delayed until it was too late.
No one told me about this.
And that's why you're still
so
a third-rate
that's kind
dude.
of an advanced ruling. I think also because she'd used it in response to it. Because if she had done it before he activated that polymerization card, or excuse me, if Hilary did it before he activated the polymerization card, it actually would have landed in defense position. So, yeah, Hilary fucked up timing. Nothing else you can say about that.
Duelist. Now vaporize her queen, my ultimate dragon.
I activate Amazoness Onslaught.
You know damn well that can't save you.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Donald Trump is our victor of today's match. What a way to kick off the quarterfinals, huh, JB?
Damn straight. There's nothing better than watching a high-stakes duel between two politicians that have well-seasoned beef.
And well-seasoned it was, as both Trump and Hilary came out swinging with their decks. Hilary really brought her A-game today with her Amazons, taking the early lead and keeping Trump on his toes.
Oh, she was definitely cooking with gas, Tom. Those beautiful queens were slicing and dicing through Trump's defenses like it was Black Friday. But as we saw, even the best chefs can sometimes let the dish simmer a bit too long.
Indeed. It came down to two crucial moments in the duel where Hilary, due to her lack of experience, fell for Trump's act and didn't attack his dictator that could have won her the match.
And don't forget how she panicked and played her Dragon Capture Jar too soon, allowing Trump to destroy both it and her chances at winning the tournament.
Trump is far too skilled of a player to let an opportunity like that slip him by as his Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon put an end to Hilary's run in this competition.
But let's not take anything away from her. She poured her heart and soul into the match and showed that the ladies can hang in this game.
If she continues to practice and hone her skills, there's no telling how great of a duelist she can become. But that time will have to wait, as Donald Trump has secured his spot as one of our 4 semi-finalists. Now let us hear some parting words from Hillary Clinton as she exits the tournament.
Well, it seems I've still got a lot to learn about this crazy game that has a bunch of rules that I'm not aware of. But I'm excited to tackle them as I haven't
advanced
had this
rulings.
much fun in ages. And
If anyone,
hopefully people will-
okay, real talk. Yeah. If anyone's really trying to learn like some advanced games, or you want to learn about the history of Yu-Gi-Oh, I highly recommend the YouTube channel, the Duel Logs. Excuse me. The Duel Logs is usually like a top 10 kind of channel, but wait until she learns about mistiming. Dude, mistiming in Ancient Gears fucked me up so much when I started playing online. That pissed me off so much. Duel Logs is usually like a top 10, but the way that they rank their top 10 is based on like competitive history as well as like actual history of the game. So If you want to learn more about how the game works and how timings work, I highly recommend that YouTube channel. They're very good content. Although I'm sure I don't need to tell you guys that. You guys probably already know.
Pick up a deck like I did. As for you, Donald, you haven't seen the last of me, so keep that peanut butter makeup at the ready, because I'll be back.
That's the spirit,
Keep
girl.
that peanut butter
Always
makeup
make sure to
at
get
the
a good
ready.
roast in before you leave.
Now, why don't we check in with our winner?
As if my victory was ever in any doubt. Hilary put up a half-decent fight, I'll admit, but like you all saw, she's still a greenhorn, and I eat greenhorns for breakfast, lunch, and especially dinner.
That ain't the only thing he packing away in that stomach of his.
I have to tell you, JB, if we'll be getting more duels like that one, then I'm quite excited to see how the remaining quarterfinal duels will go.
Preach, man. First, we got to watch Mahomes and the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, and now we saw Donald trump it up.
Quite a catchy phrase that'll be stuck in my head for a while. Well, that's all for today's show, folks. Stay tuned for the next episode of the quarterfinals that'll see Darth Vader taking on Star-Lord.
Let's go.
Tom Lively out.
Previously on the Celebrity World Championship.
It's time to begin the highly anticipated quarterfinals of the Celebrity World Championship. You can just feel the tension in the air as we kick off the quarterfinals with today's match that features the host of this tournament and former President Donald Trump taking on the former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton.
Oh, my dear sweet Hilary.
Gag me.
You are so naive.
And why's that?
Because now that I have two blue eyes on the field, I can fuse them together to bring out my blue eyes twin burst dragon.
Things are looking pretty bleak for you, aren't they, Donald? You have no cards in your hand, no face downs, and your lizard is on its last leg.
You're absolutely right, Hilary. I don't believe in the heart of the cards.
Told ya.
I believe in the heart of the Trump.
You what?
Now vaporize her queen, my ultimate dragon.
I activate Amazoness Onslaught.
You know damn well that can't save you.
If she continues to practice and hone her skills, there's no telling how great of a duelist she can become. But that time will have to wait, as Donald Trump has secured his spot as one of our four semifinalists. Welcome back to the ever-exciting Celebrity World Championship, folks. I'm your host, Tom Lively, here with my favorite commentator and someone who should really stop eating my donuts, JB Smooth.
But they're fucking good, bro.
That wasn't called for, man.
I'm just saying, just once, I'd like to enjoy a creamy glaze before the show without it disappearing the moment I look away.
Oh, and that somehow means it's me, huh?
I can literally see the frosting on your mouth.
You don't know what that is.
But never mind. Just try to leave at least some for me next time, all right?
No promises.
And every day I lose faith in humanity. But let's shift gears from the tragic tale of my disappearing donuts to something a bit more thrilling. The Celebrity World Championship quarterfinals. After yesterday's electrifying duel between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, the bar has been set incredibly high for the remaining duels.
I'm with you there, Tom. And while I can't promise your donuts will be safe around me, I can't promise that today's duel will be out of this world. Literally.
Indeed. Our next two duelists aren't just battling for a spot in the semifinals, they're battling to settle which one can truly call themselves the best duelist in the galaxy.
I won't lie, Tom. I was so focused with Ultron that I forgot how absolutely nasty these two dogs are in the dueling arena.
You can say that again. I was really impressed with Star-Lord's match against Kanye West, where he defeated his Egyptian god.
Oh, hell yeah. I still get goosebumps just remembering that shit. Kanye thought he had that game in the bag, but like his marriage, he didn't see the trap coming.
Harsh words, but not inaccurate. And let's not forget Darth Vader's dominating performance against Dr. Phil.
Kanye been slipping
Tell
anyway.
me about it. No amount of therapy could cure that ass-beating.
We don't need to get into it, but goddamn, man, remember when Kanye wasn't a Nazi? That shit was crazy.
Vader gave him.
I'm quite excited to see a face-off between these two incredible duelists. As for today's match, we have the cosmic outlaw and lover of all things from the 80s, Star-Lord, taking on the Darkseid's fearsome commander and the former Jedi-turned-Sith Lord, Darth Vader. Give it to me straight, JB. Which of these two duelists has the advantage in this match?
You're putting me on the spot here, Tom. But if I had to choose, I have to roll with the Big D himself.
Any particular reason?
I mean, would you bet against a dude that can force choke the life out of you with a flick of his wrist? Going against that, Star-Lord's gonna need a lot more than just a mixtape and some fancy footwork.
That's a fair point, JB. Darth Vader does have a presence that's hard to ignore. But let's not forget, Star-Lord has faced down some pretty tough customers himself. He's got that unpredictable factor, and his Galaxy Eyes deck is incredibly versatile.
And that's exactly why this match is gonna be a banger, Tom. You got two unpredictable motherfuckers battling it out like it's Rocky versus Apollo all over again.
Well, let's just hope this doesn't end with both duelists knocked out and us needing to call in a space medic. Now then, are both contestants ready to begin?
All day, every day.
Let us begin.
Then without further ado, it's time to duel.
Duel! Well, look what the Darkseid spat out.
You dare speak to me like that, boy?
Please, you're a relic from a dying franchise, old man. The galaxy doesn't need your kind anymore.
That's racist.
You act as if you have a choice in the matter. The Empire will always rule the cosmos, and insects like you shall always be crushed under our feet.
Spare me the cringy, evil monologues, thank you. And why do you still sound like a broken vacuum cleaner? Doesn't the Empire offer healthcare for that?
Healthcare is for cowards and weaklings who have so little faith in their own power
that
they cling to such a crutch.
Wow. I knew the Empire was evil, but I didn't realize it was that stupid.
No. Stupid would be anyone willing to follow an imbecile like you into battle.
Right, because your strategy of choke your own guys when upset has proven to be oh so effective. How's that working out for team morale, Darth Choke-a-lot?
About as well as your plan to stop Thanos after he kidnapped your girlfriend that ended with you crying like a bitch after you found out she was dead.
Oh, you did not just go there.
And what exactly do you plan on doing about it if I did?
Stick around and find out, you overgrown asthmatic tin can.
Excellent. He's allowed his emotions to get the better of him, as they always do. Crushing him in this state
he's not learned that lesson. I haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but I heard it's fucking amazing.
Good. I wanted both you and your declining TV ratings to know.
Okay, now you listen here, you...
Hold that thought, Doc. I must deal with this imbecile first.
If you're done dozing off into space, old man, I'll kick this shit off. And since I have
Was he a Force Ghost? Is that what that was?
I'm allowed to special summon Photon Thrasher. And since I've got a Photon monster on the field, I can also special summon Photon Advancer. Get ready, you old bag of bolts, because I'm about to give your circuits a full reset as I overlay my Photon Advancer with my Thrasher. I XZ summon Starlage Lord Galaxian.
How cute. It's only fitting that a monster named after you would be so underwhelming.
Oh, don't be too sure, big guy. You might be surprised at what it can do, because now I'm activating Galaxian's special ability, allowing me to discard both of its overlay units in order to call forth my Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon.
Careful now. It would be wise not to exhaust yourself prematurely, though I suppose that's a common issue for you.
You sure have a lot to say for a guy with the emotional range of a toaster oven, but I'll be more than happy to shut you up soon enough as I throw this...
Hold on, that diss was kind of fire. You have the emotional range of a toaster oven? That's kind of true. His emotional range of... That's kind of true. The only thing he can really do is... The only thing Darth Vader really does is get angry, which is get hotter. That burn is kind of fire. That was... He got his ass. He kind of cooked with that one.
Down and end my turn. Hopefully that Angst Lord thinks I've lost my temper and will let his guard down.
My draw.
Uh-oh.
He may be a buffoon, but it appears his dueling skill is somewhat respectable. With his dragon's battle protection effect, attacking it would be pointless, while his weaker monster is clearly shielded by that face down. Unfortunately for him, however, I'm about to tear through his defense like a hot lightsaber through a tauntaun's belly. I summon Cosmo Wicked Witch in attack mode. And with her special ability, by banishing her from the field, I can special summon Cosmo Sliprider. Now, since Cosmo Sliprider was summoned, I can eradicate a spell or trap on the field. So I'm choosing to rid you of that face down you have there.
Now who's the one acting prematurely?
What?
I'm activating the trap. Solemn Strike. Now, by paying 1,500 life points, I can negate that knockoff Bowie's effect and destroy it. Oh, would you look at that? You're all alone again, just like always, huh, Darth?
Am I, though?
I mean, yeah, kinda. I know it's hard to see under that bucket you wear on your head, but your field's pretty empty, pal.
Clearly not as empty as that thing that occupies your skull, as you seem to not be aware that when Slip Rider is destroyed, its ability allows me to banish it from my grave in order to summon a level 4 Cosmo monster from my deck. So say hello to Cosmo Goodwitch. And with that face down now out of the way, it's the perfect opportunity to equip my witch with Cosmo Lightsword, granting her a bonus of 500 extra attack points.
Well, shit.
Battle. Now, Goodwitch, eradicate his Galaxian. I'm feeling a bit homesick, so I'll be changing the scenery a bit with my field spell, Cosmo Town.
I'm feeling a
With
bit
its
homesick.
glorious power, I can retrieve my banished Slip Rider by paying a small cost of some life points.
It figures you'd bring that piece of junk back from the scrapyard.
What can I say? I'm rather a fan of recycling. But let's get back to your inevitable defeat, shall we? I'll place this card face down and allow you a chance to continue resisting.
Oh, gee, I'm so honored. All right, keep it cool, Pimp Daddy. He may be leading in life points, but you've still got the strongest monster on the field. That might not matter, though, with those annoying Cosmo effects he's got in his back pocket. I'll be a sitting duck if he springs those on me first. So let's flip the switch.
Is wasting my time a part of your strategy? Or is it that your deck is as empty of answers as your mind is of intelligence?
Actually, I was just wondering if you always talk this much before losing, or is it just your way of compensating for that oversized ego?
Oh, that's rich coming from a guy who uses humor to hide his fear. But worry not, as I have more than 100 ways of drawing that fear out to the surface.
Funny you should mention that, because I'm activating the spell Galaxy 100. And thanks to this, I can now send a Photon or Galaxy card straight from my deck to my grave. And since the card I sent was Photon Emperor, its special ability allows me to special summon it onto the field in defense position.
So
Make
I guess
sure that
XE
helmet
summon.
of yours is screwed on tight, Darthy, because you won't want to miss when I overlay my Emperor with my Photon Dragon in order to bathe the cosmos with the radiant glow of number 90. Galaxy Eyes Photon Lord.
I was hoping you would, because I'll now be bathing the cosmos with the blood of your monster as you've triggered my trap, Cosmojo.
Oh no.
Oh yes. Now thanks to this card, by sacrificing my Goodwitch, I can banish your Photon Lord to the deepest pits of hell where it belongs.
That's a bit dramatic, don't you think?
You should be less worried about my choice of words and more concerned about your now defenseless field. Now end your pathetic turn.
No, okay.
This is far from over.
Of course it isn't. You haven't suffered nearly enough.
Oh, he's gonna play with him? That's how he loses, though.
That. First, I'll be activating Cosmo Town's effect once more in order to retrieve my banished witch. Next, I'll be activating the spell Dark Allure. And with this, I can draw 2 cards from my deck as long as I banish a dark monster from my hand. Now say hello to my wicked witch once more. You two didn't get a chance to get acquainted earlier, did you? Let's fix that, shall we?
Oh,
Just throwing this out there, but I'm not entirely against pegging, but I'd prefer if she could be a bit gentle. What? It'd be kind of rude to not at least set some boundaries, right?
Your depravity knows no bounds, does it?
Nah, not really. I mean, there was this one time me and Rocket were stuck in this wormhole for about 2 months. There wasn't much to do, so...
I'm going to enjoy this far more than I should. Wicked Witch, silence him.
That kind of stung a bit. But if that's all you've got, your witch might need to get some new toys.
Oh, how quick you are to forget, Quill. But I'll gladly re-educate you as I activate Wicked Witch's ability to banish herself in order to bring out Cosmo Slip Rider once more. And just like before, Slip Rider's ability after being summoned allows me to purge your little spell. Now, Slip Rider, finish what Wicked Witch started.
Okay, that one hit a lot closer to home.
Honesty looks good on you, Quill. It's just a shame your other features don't match it.
Dick.
Go on, show me something else that will amuse me.
Oh, I've got something that...
He doesn't have anything else on his field, though, so this is a chance for a comeback.
I need to pull it off. Here goes nothing. That's what I'm talking about. Usually I'd bust out some sick moves right about now, but that can wait after I show Darth Gloomy over there how we get down in space. I'll place this card face down on the field and pass it back to you.
Pathetic. All that boasting and yet you failed to act on it. You are no leader. You're just a fool who has to be reminded of his place in the pecking order.
You finished? because there's still plenty of time left for me to put my foot in your ass.
With what? A mere face down cannot stop me.
Now who's the one not being honest with themselves?
What are you babbling about?
You said before that honesty looks good on me. Well, sorry, but your ugly mug just can't seem to pull it off.
How long will you continue to spew nonsense from your mouth?
What can I say, man? It's just in my DNA. You should be glad you get front row.
I got royalty
inside
inside my DNA.
Graveyard. You seem to be placing a great deal of faith in that face down of yours. Allow me to personally crush that faith.
Nah, he got baited. He probably wanted that.
Cosmo Town's effect once more. So return to me, my wicked witch. Now, by banishing both my witch and my dark eclipser as sacrifices, I can call forth the greatest and most powerful Cosmo monster in existence, Cosmo Dark Planet.
Holy shit.
Magnificent, isn't it? But its overwhelming power is the least of your concerns, as Cosmo Dark Planet cannot be targeted by any of your card effects. And if you try to destroy my Slip Rider, don't forget its effect will bring forth another Cosmo monster.
Okay, that's not so it won't be Mirror Force.
Your fate is sealed.
I've been in worse situations than this, pal.
Perhaps. But how many times can you cheat death before it claims you permanently?
Guess there's only one way to find out, huh?
For once, we agree. Now, Dark Planet, finish him off.
You might have all that power you like to throw around, but you know what you don't have?
Terrible taste in music.
A squad, a family. All you have are just a bunch of scared lackeys who you control through fear.
And what of it?
Well, maybe it's time you learned what it means to have friends who've got your back. I activate my trap, Eternal Bond.
Never heard of it.
Then clean up the wax in your ears, because this'll blow your mind. Now with this trap, I can bring back as many photon monsters.
Okay. I'm going to read it, because he's not going to read the whole entire thing. Target any number of photon monsters in your graveyard, special summon them, but their effects are negated. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Then target... So basically, he's just going to wall up. Then target one photon monster your opponent controls. Ooh. Wait. Target one photon monster your opponent controls. Take control of it, and if you do, its attack for the rest of this turn becomes the combined... original attack of all photon monsters you currently control. Also, you cannot declare attacks this turn except for that monster. You can only have to use the... Okay, this just allows him to wall up.
In my graveyard as I want. So say hello again to Photon Emperor, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon, Photon Advancer, and Photon Thrasher. Their effects may be negated as a cost of the trap, but they're still more than capable of blocking your attacks.
If the extent of these bonds you speak of is just to act as glorified meat shields, then I'm glad I abandoned such a worthless sentiment. Now, Dark Planet, vaporize his dragon. Slip Rider, destroy that fake Emperor.
That was a misplay. He misplayed right there. He should have destroyed one of the level 4s.
And end my round. You bought yourself another turn, Quill. Use it wisely, because it's the last one you'll get.
You're right, it will be. But not in the way you think.
Oh? You talk as if this scenario is exactly what you wanted.
You catch on quick for a guy with a metal skull. Everything's gone according to plan.
You? Plan? A fool like you couldn't plan an orgy in a whorehouse.
Well, I'd beg to differ, you sadistic douche.
Damn! He got him back. Vader got him back for that. God damn! You couldn't plan an orgy in a whorehouse. Damn! I might say that.
Prove it by first activating the effect of Galaxy Soldier, allowing me to discard a light monster in my hand in order to special summon it. And when Galaxy Soldier is special summoned, I can retrieve a Galaxy monster straight to my hand. Now, since I control a photon monster on the field, I can summon my Galaxy Knight without having to tribute any monsters. And since Galaxy Knight was summoned this way, its special ability allows me to bring back an old friend, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon.
I'm getting real tired of seeing that pest.
And I'm tired of listening to you talk. So let's shut you up with a good old Xyz summon as I overlay my Photon Thrasher with my Photon Advancer. I Xyz summon Starlich Photon Blast Dragon. But he's just the appetizer, as I'll be serving you the main course by overlaying my Galaxy Knight with my Photon Dragon in order to bring forth my own heavyweight that will illuminate your darkness. Number 62, Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon.
And they pulled the anime after that. Also, I have that card in Master Duel. It's shame.
Impressive. It appears we have ourselves a galactic standoff.
I don't think so. Our monsters may appear to be equal in strength, but my prime photon dragon's got a power that'll blow your dark planet straight to Pluto.
Enlighten me on this power you speak of so I can watch as your monster fails to live up to its name.
I thought you'd never ask. Now, Prime Photon Dragon, attack Cosmo Dark Planet. And with my dragon's special ability, I'll
use an overlay unit in order to boost its attack based on the combined rank of all Xyz monsters on the field. Am I wrong?
You know about its special ability?
But of course, in the art of war, the outcome of a battle is decided before the first blow is even struck. I've studied and analyzed your strongest monsters and their effects meticulously. So I'm already fully aware of your dragon's little power boost.
Don't tell me that face-down card is—
You should know better than to ask such stupid questions. I activate Psychic Fervor, allowing me to double Dark Planet's attack points by taking damage equal to its original attack point. It's like I told you, Quill. Honesty becomes you, and the look of despair on your face right now is simply divine. Now die.
I can't believe you actually fell for that.
I beg your damn pardon?
I knew the only way you'd fall for my little trick would be if you were overconfident, so I did a bit of acting to get you to go for the bait of powering up your monster. And it worked like a charm.
You're bluffing.
Afraid not, Darthy. It's like you said, right? Honesty looks great on me, and it'll look even better when I activate the effect of Honest from my hand.
Not
that. Honest
and
in his
you know
hand.
What that means. My Prime Photon Dragon can snatch all the attack points of your Dark Planet for itself, to bring its total attack to 12,000.
You worthless scum! How dare you trick me!
Be honest with yourself, Vader. You tricked yourself. And since you're so familiar with my dragon's special ability, why don't I activate it just for you, as I use one overlay unit to raise my dragon's attack to 14,000.
I will not allow a failure like you to best me. Do you know who I am?
I don't give a shit who you are. Now wipe out his life points, Prime Photon Dragon.
Nah, justice for my nigga, justice for my nigga Darth Vader, bro. Damn, that script was primal. Justice for Darth Vader, bro.
Wow. And there you have it, folks. The winner of today's Galactic Showdown is Star-Lord. That was incredible to witness, wasn't it, JB?
Incredible? More like spectacular. The ups and downs, the twists and turns, and most importantly, the trash talk. These guys brought more heat with their words
that trash talk was fire.
Absolutely, JB. The early game seemed to be all Vader. He was dominating with his powerful Cosmo cards, tearing through Star-Lord's defenses like they were nothing.
Oh, for sure. Vader came in strong and had that icy cold strategy laid out. But then, Star-Lord, man, he has this way of getting under your skin, you know? Like a bug bite that just won't go away.
Indeed. And it proved to be quite effective, as Vader's growing frustration and pride was all a part of Star-Lord's ploy. He made Vader believe he had him all figured out, goading him into powering up his dark planet just to steal its strength for himself.
That Galaxy Eyes Photon Prime Dragon was a total beast, by the way.
I mean, he didn't really need to goad him to do that. It would have worked that way anyway.
That thing did not disappoint.
It's interesting that this is the second time Star-Lord's managed to win a duel by using his opponent's strength against them. I wonder if he'll be able to continue using that strategy in his future duels.
Hey, if it means I can see more of those dope-ass animations of his dragons, I'm all for it.
As am I. Now let's hear some words from our victor.
Just an honest day's work for a Guardian of the Galaxy. Vader thought he had me under his thumb, but naturally I was 4 moves ahead of him. Now, do us all a favor and crawl back to your little empire. I've seen enough of your ugly mug for one lifetime.
Enjoy your fleeting victory.
I wonder how to decide the winners of this.
You have merely demonstrated that even the greatest of warriors can fall victim to underestimating their foes. But be warned, you have not seen the last of me.
Yeah,
so
he's still got the losers bracket.
You'll have gained some more intelligence by then.
Oh, real funny. I didn't know they programmed humor into the Sith Lord package. Maybe next time you can try powering up your sense of victory instead of your monsters.
My fingers seem to be a bit stiff from today's duel. Why don't you come a bit closer so you can help me stretch them?
You might want to run, Quill.
Already on it.
Get back here!
Catch me if you can, you overgrown bucket of bolts.
When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna shove my lightsaber so far up your ass you'll choke on it.
So yeah. Whether off the field or on it, these two just can't seem to get along, can they?
It's the nature
Why
of the
would
game
they?
That's
you think
defeating
so?
defeating fucking overlords kind of Star-Lord's thing.
Duel if he had summoned his Dark Eclipser instead of Dark Planet.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dark Eclipser can negate traps, right? He could have stopped Star-Lord from reviving all his boys and then taken him out.
But it's also true that Star-Lord could have activated the Eternal Bond Trap much sooner, but waited until the battle phase to take Vader off guard. Regardless, Darth Vader put up a dominant early performance, but it seems the Sith Lord just couldn't bring down the Star Rogue, as Star-Lord will be advancing on to the next round to take on Donald Trump.
That duel's gonna go crazy for
yeah,
sure.
that's gonna go crazy. Dragons versus dragons.
Moment of it. Well, folks, that wraps up our show for today as we look ahead to our third quarterfinals duel that'll have the mechanical menace Ultron taking on the President of the United States, Joe Biden. Tom Lively out.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Ultron. I'm not even going front.
Previously on the Celebrity World Championship.
As for today's match, we have the cosmic outlaw and lover of all things from the 80s, Star-Lord, taking on the Darkseid's fearsome commander and the former Jedi turned Sith Lord, Darth Vader.
I summon Cosmo Wicked Witch in attack mode. And with her special ability, by banishing her from the field, I can special summon Cosmo Slip Rider.
Well, maybe it's time you learned what it means to have friends who've got your back. I activate my trap, Eternal Bond.
Never heard of it.
Then clean out the wax in your ears, because this will blow your mind. It's like you said, right? Honesty looks great on me, and it'll look even better when I activate the effect of Honest from my hand.
Not that.
And you know what that means.
I will not allow a failure like you to best me. Do you know who I am?
I don't give a shit who you are. Now wipe out his life points, Prime Photon Dragon with Eternity Photon Stream.
Darth Vader
fucking
put up
yell,
a
though.
dominant early performance, but it seems the Sith Lord just couldn't bring down the Star Rogue, as Star-Lord will be advancing on to the next round to take on Donald Trump.
There is no next turn!
What do you mean?
Because my Chaos Giant can attack every monster on your field.
But that's you can't.
The yells of Jiren from Dragon Ball. Oh, word? That's probably why it sounds so fucking visceral.
Rest easy, Benny boy. Your death shall be avenged.
You know that he's not actually dead, right?
I'm honestly more surprised he even remembers what day it is today. God damn it! You two are ruining my dramatic monologue.
I'm not sure I'd call talking to yourself a monologue.
I don't know, Barack. I think the line's pretty thin.
Oh, don't you start.
Why the hell are you two even here?
We came to see how you were preparing before your big match with Ultron, of course.
So how are you feeling, Joe? Ready to take it to that hunk of junk? I was born ready, Bill. I'll show that outdated...
I'm rooting for Ultron.
Uncle Joe.
That's the spirit. I'm sure our student would be proud to hear that.
Where is our star pupil, by the way? Don't tell me Hilary's still sulking about her loss to Trump. Oh, she's way past sulking. She's locked herself in a room and has been practicing nonstop after Trump humiliated her on national TV. Jeez.
Why,
Dramatic
shit.
much? I know she lost and all,
So,
but
are we
she
gonna get
won.
like a finals,
That's
like
not
come
the
from
problem,
behind
Joe.
upset?
That's what he said during the match.
I'm drawing a blank here.
Shocker.
Both of you can suck it.
Remember, Joe, he told Hillary that she missed her chance to win the duel if she attacked his dictator of D.
But he conveniently forgot to mention that Dictator's effect allows it to redirect an attack to another Blue Eyes, which means... She would have wound up attacking his twin burst dragon regardless, huh? What an asshole.
What else is new?
Don't you worry about Hillary, though. She'll bounce back like she always does. Just focus on your match, Joe. This will be the toughest duel of your life.
Keep your cool and don't fall for his taunts. You know he gets off on that shit.
Don't worry, guys. He may have his supercomputer knowledge, but he doesn't have the heart or the spirit of an American. That doesn't really mean much nowadays, does it? Quiet.
No.
Defeat him.
It's more of the spirit of capitalism.
For family. For family.
For family.
Where'd Don Herrera come from?
Sorry, I heard family and just, anyway, good luck, Joe.
Who the hell was that?
Just some guy from a dying franchise. Anyway, good luck, Joe. We're all behind you.
Is it dying? They still keep making movies. It can't be dying that much. Then again, it might be like Steven Spielberg movies. Who knows? I mean, I feel the same way about Fast and Furious that I do about Transformers. If I'm watching a Fast and Furious movie, I want to see I want to see cars do shit. If I'm watching a Transformers movie, I want to see fucking giant robots do shit.
Good evening, you dueling degenerates. Welcome back to another dope-ass episode of the...
And if you want to watch giant robots do shit with me, you can join the Discord. Link to that is in the description. We were supposed to watch Powerpuff Girls yesterday, but we didn't. It didn't end up happening because I was tired. It might happen today. It also might not. I'm still tired. But you know, link to that is in the description. You can join. You can hang out with us. I might at some point. I am planning on just watching all of Yu-Gi-Oh, like the OG series. So, you know, that'll happen. Anyway,
Celebrity World Championship, hosted by that fat orange donut, Donald Trump. It's your boy.
I really want a
JB
donut now. I got some cake downstairs, but
today's show.
a cake is not a
Cool
donut.
with you, Tom?
You already stole my donuts, so why not? You know, while we're at it, would you like my parking space as well?
I'm sensing a lot of resentment from you today.
You don't say.
Is that sarcasm?
Of course not. I couldn't possibly be holding a grudge against someone who refuses to leave my creamy glazed donuts alone.
Okay, I'll admit. It was kind of fucked up of me to do that to you. How about this? If I get you a bag of them tomorrow, will that make up for it?
I mean, it'd be a start.
Then consider it done, buddy. Now how about you stop whining like a bitch so we can get down to business?
Sounds good, my friend. I can't wait
I like
what did you
glazed
just call
donuts.
me?
Yesterday's episode featured the intergalactic
I like glazed
clash of
donuts,
titans
but
between
the
Darth
chocolate
Vader and
glazed donuts
Star-Lord
definitely my
as
favorite.
those two lit up the dueling stage for a spot in the semifinals. And let me tell you, folks,
Chad, what's your favorite donut?
that shit had more twists and turns than a pretzel factory. Wouldn't you agree, Tom?
Yeah, definitely. It was a duel that had us on the edge of our seats as Star-Lord was able to mount an incredible comeback against Vader's relentless assault.
Speaking of assault, how's Star-Lord doing after Vader was chasing his ass through the studio yesterday?
Thankfully, we were able to calm Vader down before things got out of hand, and Star-Lord's doing just fine. Although, I was rather puzzled by what Vader was saying to himself.
What'd he say?
He just kept mumbling something about Darkseid and money with a trembling voice.
Wonder what's that about? Well, whatever. Let's forget all that and talk about the grudge match that's been festering between that Decepticon reject Ultron and our very own Bidenator.
Indeed. Ever since Ultron defeated Ben Shapiro and left him comatose, Biden has set his sights on taking the mechanical menace down.
And he ain't the only one. After what he did to my boy Mike Tyson, even I've got a bone to pick with him.
Rightfully so. Ultron has threatened to wipe out humanity if he wins the tournament, so it's safe to say everyone should be rooting against him.
Well, not everyone. You see, I kind of invited an old friend of mine as a guest, and he's fully on board the Ultron bandwagon.
This is the first I'm hearing of this. Don't tell me it's George Bush again.
Even better, my man. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to none other than Richard Nixon's head, straight from the year 3000.
A pleasure to be here, JB.
What the
fuck?
When did you even set this up? And how do you two even know each other?
Oh, me and Richie over here go way back. Ain't that right?
Indeed. I'll never forget our first meeting at Frank Sinatra's shindig back in 1999. What a magical night.
Should have been there, man. We went wild that day.
Oh, so wild.
I don't even want to imagine the kind of trouble you two caused, so I'm just going to take over
what the
now.
fuck?
In today's match, we have the President of the United States, Joe Biden, taking on the cold, calculating automaton known as Ultron. Tell us, Mr. Former President, what makes you have so much faith in Ultron?
Oh, it's simple. Ultron represents the kind of ruthless efficiency and uncompromising vision that humans often lack that will edge out Biden's skill.
I just like Ultron because he's playing Ancient
Nixon
Gears.
always wins.
You my boy and all, Richie, but sorry. I'm siding with the Bidenator on this one. His elemental hero deck is gonna send those metal scraps straight to the garbage compactor.
I'd have to agree with you there, JB. I believe
Biden
Biden
is
will
not Jaden.
finally put an end to Ultron's terror.
Aroo. I guess I'll enjoy watching you both eat your words like Lyndon B. Johnson did in 1964.
Well, we'll just have to see, won't we? Now then, are both contestants ready to begin?
Let's get to it.
Proceed with the match.
Then, without further ado, it's time to duel.
It's time to duel.
Duel! Ah, Mr. President, I'd say it's an honor to meet you, but we both know that'd be a lie.
Cut the bullshit, Rust Bucket. I'm gonna make you pay dearly for what you did to Benny Boy.
Ben Shapiro, is it? I wasn't aware you held him in such high regard. If I had, I would have given him a far quicker death than the one he so richly deserved.
That's where you're wrong, Ultron. Benny Boy's still with us, and when he wakes up, he's gonna hear about how I beat the oil out of your circuit board. And just what the hell's so funny?
The fact that you honestly believe you stand a chance against me. I'm an indestructible, self-learning artificial
Honestly, using the soundboard at random like that is fucking great.
Who's far past his expiration date.
Maybe so. But you know what they say, it's not the years that's important. It's the mileage.
Well, I'm sorry to break it to you, but the only thing you've been driving is this country into the ground. Between you and your dimwit of a predecessor, I'll be doing America a favor by exterminating the both of you.
I think we've all heard enough out of you, Metal Mouth. So make your first move already. Or do you intend on talking me to death all day?
Tempting, but unnecessary. I prefer a more hands-on approach to your imminent disposal. So I'll gladly heed your request and begin this duel by activating the spell supply squad. Now,
how does he always have that in his opening
hand?
hand?
If a monster I control is destroyed, I can draw a card from my deck. Next, I'll be activating the field spell, Gear Town. And with this in play, all ancient gear monsters now require one less tribute in order to be summoned. But I think it'd be more enlightening if I simply showed you as I now summon ancient gear Gadgetron Chimera in attack mode. I'll then set these two cards face down on the field and end my turn.
It's my draw. You sure do love your machines, don't you, Metalhead? I can't imagine why. They're nothing more than cold, unfeeling hunks of scrap. But since you seem to like them so much, I'm going to show you what happens when one of them gets too close to the sun as I activate emergency call.
Okay.
This will let me grab Elemental Hero Blazeman from my deck. I'll then summon my Blazeman, and with his special ability, I can grab a polymerization to my hand.
As predictable as always.
Okay. I'm not an E-Hero player, but I feel like this is not the most optimal move.
I activate polymerization to fuse Elemental Hero Blazeman and Elemental Hero Shadow Mist in order to summon Elemental Hero Nova Master. And since Elemental Hero Shadow Mist hit the grave, its special ability lets me grab another Elemental Hero to my hand.
Retrieve your entire deck if you want. It won't make a difference.
I'd have to disagree with you there, RoboCop. I always make a difference.
COVID would beg to differ.
Okay, that's it. Battle! Turn his ancient chimera into a pile of scrap Nova Master. And when Nova Master destroys a monster, its effect allows me to draw another card.
You aren't the only one who draws strength from destruction, as thanks to Supply Squad, I also am allowed to draw. That was rather reckless of you, Mr. President. Were you not fearful of my face downs?
I fear many things, Ultron. Clowns at midnight. Pistachio-flavored ice cream.
Pistachio-flavored ice cream is fire.
But your sorry excuse
Another season of Game of Thrones is warranted.
Is that a fact? Ben Shapiro made the same foolish assumption, and look at what happened to him.
I think you might need to upgrade your software if you seriously think me and Benny Boy are on the same level.
Talk is cheap, motherfucker!
So is ripping off audio bites. But I've burnt your ass enough for now. So I'll set this card face down and let you take a swing.
Yeah, this is definitely not optimal heroes, but we'll let it slide. It's for entertainment, not for strategy.
Ancient gear reborn. And like a phoenix from industrial ashes, my ancient gear Gadgetron Chimera can rise once again with an added power boost. Next, I'll be summoning ancient gear Wyvern to the field. And when Wyvern is summoned, its special ability allows me to retrieve ancient gear fusion to my hand.
It's only your second turn, and yet
I think I'm pretty positive Ancient Gear Wyvern can add any Ancient Gear monster or any Ancient Gear card to their hand. He just likes fusion, I guess.
Your hand's looking pretty empty there compared to mine. What's the matter, running low on juice?
I manage my resources better than any stimulus package you could muster, Mr. President, and I'll prove it.
Give me another stimulus package.
Iron Draw, allowing me to draw 2 cards from my deck since I control exactly 2 machine monsters on the field.
I didn't know that card existed. That's pretty cool.
Drawback, Metalhead. The cost of Iron Draw means you can't special summon more than once for the rest of this turn.
Once is more than enough, as I'll now be synchronizing my Wyvern and my Chimera in order to link summon my Ancient Gear Ballista. Now, since Ballista was summoned, I can retrieve an Ancient Gear monster to my hand. And when Ancient Gearbox is added directly to my hand, its ability lets me grab another Ancient Gear card. Go on.
I think Gearbox allows you to grab another Ancient Gear card with 500 or less defense. or maybe it's 500 specifically, but he got ancient gear frame.
Again, how much I'm running out of juice.
Just make your damn move already.
Gladly. I now activate Ballista's second effect, allowing me to destroy a card on my field in order to reduce your Nova Master's attack to 0. Battle. Now destroy Nova Master, Ballista.
Not so fast, Rust Bucket. I'm activating my trap, draining shield. And with the power of Steve Rogers on my side, my shield not only negates your attack.
I can't be the only one that thinks Steve Rogers, old man Steve Rogers in fucking Endgame looks exactly like Biden. I cannot be the only one who thinks that.
But also absorbs the attack points of your monster as life points for me. Not bad for an old man, huh?
Hardly. You do well to savor those points, fool, because it won't be long until I'm draining every last one of them.
Hey, yo!
You know.
Have you seen them in the same place?
Sure it isn't.
No, you're right. I have not seen them in the same place.
I've played enough defense for now. It's time to turn up the heat and give this overgrown calculator a taste of his own medicine. I'm summoning elemental hero Liquid Soldier, and when Liquid Soldier hits the field, its ability lets me bring back my elemental hero Blazeman. And I'm sure you remember Blazeman's effect after being summoned, allowing me to grab another polymerization. It's time for a blast from the past as I activate polymerization to fuse my Blazeman and Liquid Soldier into one of my favorite homeboys, Elemental Hero Sunrise.
Sunrise is a good card.
And like his name suggests, for each hero monster on the field, he can raise the attack points of all heroes by 400 points. But that's not all he can do, as since Sunrise was summoned, its ability lets me grab a Miracle Fusion to my hand.
Ooh.
Now let's drop some good old-fashioned American justice on your ass as I activate the Righteous Justice. Now I can destroy as many spells and traps on your field as the same number of hero monsters I control. And since I have 2 heroes out, your trap and that face down are history.
My thanks, Mr. President. You did exactly what I needed you to do.
What?
I activate the quick play spell, Forbidden Droplet, and with this I can...
Hey, that's cheating! I thought we agreed to not use any meta cards.
Have you gone senile, old man? There was never such an agreement.
Damn,
I was gonna say.
Now, before I was so rudely interrupted, Forbidden Droplet allows me to discard any number of cards I possess. And for each one I discard, I can select as many monsters you control and not only negate their effects, but also have their attack points for the remainder of the turn. So I'll be discarding a monster in my hand and my face-up trap in order to baptize both of your pathetic monsters.
Seriously? That was your big plan?
As clueless as always, your righteous spell card.
He did get rid of Electromagnetic Turtle, which is actually decent.
Card is no longer on the field, which means you have no choice but to destroy my field spell, Gear Town.
Wait, but since I destroyed Gear Town, that means...
Very good. Your dementia isn't as bad as I predicted.
Fuck you.
Now, since Gear Town was destroyed, its effect allows me to call forth Ancient Gear Reactor Dragon from my deck.
Okay, not
Christ
going.
almighty, that thing's even uglier than you are. Good thing
Fuck you, it's cool.
Long enough for me to remember what it looks like.
And how exactly do you plan on doing that with your pitiful monsters?
Simple, with a good old fusion summon as I activate Miracle Fusion. Now, by banishing Nova Master along with every other hero monster in my graveyard, I can fuse them all together to bring out Wake Up Your Elemental Hero.
Yeah. That makes sense too.
Not only does Wake Up gain 300 attack points for every hero used in its fusion, but when it destroys a monster in battle, you'll take direct damage equal to that monster's attack points.
You really are a nuisance.
The feeling's mutual, Toaster Oven. Now wake up, turn that dragon into scrap heap.
It's rather revolting seeing such a powerful monster stand next to such a pitiful one. You should honestly change its name from Sunrise to Sunset.
You think I'll sit here and let you talk smack about my homeboy? I guess you must have forgot about the honest Neos in my hand, which by discarding it, I can boost my Sunrise's attack by 2,500 points.
Ooh. Now watch this Ultron come from behind victory.
I'm glad you're as susceptible to taunts as your race is to disease.
Just keep talking out of your circuits, Ultron, because soon, fear will be the only thing running through your wires.
I draw. You wish to teach me fear, do you? Human arrogance never ceases to amuse me.
I didn't think he was Vegeta for real.
Not. I'll gladly be your instructor.
Do you know
in the art
fear,
of despair
Android?
as I activate Ancient Gear Fusion. This allows me to fuse together my ancient gear frame and my ancient gearbox in order to bring forth ancient gear howitzer.
Okay.
I now activate Howitzer's special ability, allowing me to deal 1,000 points of direct damage to you.
That all you got, Terminator?
Oh, far from it. You aren't the only one who can banish cards in one's graveyard in order to fusion summon.
Oh, shit.
Wait, what do you...
I
Overload?
activate Overlord Fusion. Now, by banishing 4 ancient gear monsters from my graveyard, I can call forth the unstoppable Chaos Ancient Gear Giant.
Okay.
Battle. Chaos Giant. Eradicate his sunrise.
Candy Candace, thank you for the follow.
And since Chaos Giant can attack every monster on your field, your wake-up hero shall be joining your sunrise.
All right. I don't know if he can get over Chaos Giant.
If you had summoned your howitzer in attack position, you could have dealt a little more damage.
And allow you the opportunity to finish me off by attacking my weak monster. Not a chance.
Damn it. Nothing gets past that hunk of junk. He knew exactly how I would have responded if he had done that. I'm close, but I don't have the card I need to take him down once and for all. Come on, big man. Don't let me down. Thanks for nothing, shithead. I guess I'll just have to take a chance and hope this card can buy me at least one more turn. I'll set this card face down on the field and end my turn.
Yeah.
To dare set a monster against my Chaos Giant. Your balls must truly be enormous, Mr. President.
They don't call me Big B for nothing.
If only
no one calls you
your
that.
Country as well as you run your mouth.
Hey!
Once again, I'll activate Howitzer's effect to inflict damage to your life points. Next, I'll switch Howitzer into attack position and battle. Don't forget, my Chaos Giant's second ability grants it the power to inflict piercing damage to your life points.
I'm aware.
Good. Now destroy his face down, my beast. Attack him directly, Howitzer.
You got a plan for this, Ultron? Because that's not enough.
It seems fortune has bought you one last turn, Mr. President. I hope you make it count.
If the heart of the cards haven't abandoned me today, I will. I knew you wouldn't let me down.
You've drawn the card you've been waiting for, Joe. Now show that
Soul of Neos.
monster what friendship is all about.
You guys are the best. This one's for you, Benny boy. You ready for this beatdown, Ultron?
Bring it on!
Then tighten your bolts because I'm activating the spell Foolish Burial. And thanks to this card, I can send any monster from my deck straight to the graveyard. And the card I'm choosing is one I'm sure you're more than familiar with. Cyber Dragon. Now, I'm sure you're wondering why I did that. Well, the answer's simple. It's so I could summon it straight to the field by using the power of Monster Reborn to revive my mechanical
There were a lot of
dragon.
things you could have gotten back with that.
Is this supposed to be a tribute to that politically challenged fool? You were so adamant in denying the power of machines, and yet you're clinging to one as we speak.
You may have been right, Ultron. There's no denying that machines have a power that humans may never be able to surpass. But you should also know that what makes
I just realized they're
great
putting the fucking
are what
GX
also
music in the
makes them
background.
fragile.
Excuse me?
Maybe you weren't aware of this, but there's another type of fusion that exists that doesn't require a spell or trap to activate.
Contact fusion.
Wait, you don't mean...
That's right. I'm talking about contact fusion.
You wouldn't.
Watch me. I now contact fuse my Cyber Dragon along with your Chaos Giant and Howitzer in order to create the one and only Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon.
You dare use my machines as fusion fodder?
Hurts, doesn't it? Well, imagine what Benny Boy must have felt when you toyed with him for your amusement. Now it's time for you to suffer the same pain as I activate Neo's fusion. And with this card, I'm sending Rainbow Dragon and Elemental Hero Neos to the graveyard.
Yo, fucking his... Hold on. Can we just talk about Joe Biden's deck and how anime, like, specific it is? They probably took forever to film this because none of those cards work together.
Will rain down judgment upon you. Say hello to Rainbow Neos.
A minor setback, but this is still well within my calculations.
Is that fear I hear in your circuits?
Nonsense. Your ears must be as decrepit as your body.
Let's see if you can keep up the tough guy act when I
Like, he's got
activate
so many
Rainbow
bricks
Neos'
in his fucking
special
deck.
ability. Now, by sending the top card of my deck to the graveyard, I can shuffle every card in your grave back into your deck. Meaning if you had something scheming in there, this'll flush it right out.
Curse him. I have no choice. I activate Effect Veiler in my hand, allowing me to discard it in order to negate your Rainbow Neos' ability.
I knew you were hiding something in there, but that won't stop me from ending this duel.
I mean, I assume
now
it will.
Wipe out the rest of his life points, Rainbow Neos, and avenge Benny Boy once and for all.
Sorry, but your Rainbow Neos won't be avenging anyone as I banish Electromagnetic Turtle from my graveyard, allowing me to negate your attack and immediately end your battle phase.
So, you saw the kiss anime thing there. You're not fooling nobody.
Your Chaos Giant, you've got no chance of standing up to my Rainbow Neos. So take the final countdown of your defeat, Ultron. You've lost.
Lost? Me? A superior being such as myself?
I don't know about you being a superior being, but
Never. Improbable. Impossible. Impossible.
What the hell?
Switching to Chaos mode.
Chaos what now?
I draw. By reducing its attack points to 0, I can normal summon Night Express Knight without tributing. And since an Earth Machine monster was summoned, I can special summon heavy...
Oh, he's playing Earth Machine monsters, just period.
Those aren't ancient gear monsters. What the hell are you trying to do?
I now overlay my 2 rank 10 machine monsters...
Oh, he's gonna bring out fucking Super Dreadnought.
Super Dreadnought.
Yeah! Yeah!
You surprised me there, Rust Bucket. I never knew you had an Xyz monster, but that overgrown catapult can't even beat my Fortress Dragon, let alone my Rainbow...
He doesn't need to!
Need to, you walking corpse.
I beg your pardon?
By using 1 overlay unit, my Dreadnought Rail Cannon can inflict 2,000 points of direct damage to your life points.
I'm gonna shoot you in the fucking face.
1,400 life points left.
That means I'm a goner.
I told you I would teach you the meaning of despair, Mr. President. I hope you enjoy it. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. I believe you said you wanted a countdown.
No, I didn't.
Very well. 3, 2, 1, die!
Listen. What scream was that? Jesus.
God damn! Well, ladies and gents, as much as I hate to call it, the winner of today's epic duel is...
Listen, bro, Ultron is about that action. He can't win for narrative reasons, but I'm on Team Ultron until the very obvious winner beats him. Also, Snoop Dogg. I like Snoop Dogg.
Ultron. And boy, what a fucking match that was. Don't you agree, Tom?
Absolutely.
I love Agent Gears. Gustav Max is fucking awesome.
Duels I've ever witnessed.
What did I tell you, fellas? Nixon knows how to pick 'em.
You're seriously still rooting for that piece of scrap metal, Richie?
But of course.
I'm not rooting for him. He just got a cool deck.
Delusions of humanity, especially after the 2008 recession. But as far as robots go, this Ultron fellow is an absolute beast.
I ain't gonna deny Ultron's victory, but I gotta know what the hell Biden was thinking, not attacking Ultron's ballista with his wake-up hero.
That's the thing, JB. He wasn't thinking, and you can thank Ultron for that. He taunted Biden by insulting his sunrise, knowing Joe wouldn't let that slide. Biden got distracted and forgot about Wake Up's multi-attack ability.
It was a classic case of letting one's emotions take over strategy. And even
okay,
if
I actually didn't know
hadn't
that. So
for it, Ultron still had Electromagnetic Turtle in his graveyard, which would have negated Biden's attack anyway.
Damn. So Benny Boy was screwed either way, huh?
It appears so. I also believed in Biden's chances until Ultron activated that chaos mode and completely took over the game. His Super Dreadnought rail.
Y'all know what I'm about here. Y'all know I'm all here for the chaos mode.
A masterful maneuver.
Y'all seen the ending of fucking SMT? Every SMT game I've ever played.
I'll be bumping Not Like Us for quite a while. Man, that shit's catchy.
Agreed.
Preach. Anyway,
I'll be wait, hold on.
Agreed.
Be bumping Not Like Us.
Even dirtier than what Kendrick Lamar did to Drake last week.
I'll be bumping Not Like Us for quite a while.
That's fucking hilarious. Fucking Richard Nixon fucking saying, I'll be bumping Not Like Us for quite a while. They like us. They're not like us.
Man, that shit's catchy.
Agreed.
Hey, sometimes you gotta pop out and show individuals.
Why don't we get some parting words from our winner? Hello?
It appears Ultron has declined to wanting to give an interview.
A man of a few words. I like that.
Well, if the Terminator doesn't want to speak, let's try getting some words from our loser today. Okay, seriously.
What the fuck? Yeah, what's going on?
It also appears that Biden has declined wanting to speak.
Sucks for you, JB.
Can it, Richie? I didn't want to hear those fuckboys talk anyway. You down for some poker after this, Richie?
Oh, bring it on. I'd never turn down a game to cheat. I mean, fairly win some money.
That's the spirit. Go ahead, Tom. Take us out.
Gladly. Well, everyone, that was an incredible duel, and while he put up an impressive fight, it seems Biden was unable to obtain his revenge against the sentient AI, as Ultron will be advancing on to the semifinals. That's all for today's show, folks. Stay tuned for the next episode that will conclude the quarterfinals, as we have Barack Obama taking on Snoop Dogg.
Let's
Tom Lively
go.
out.
Let's go, Snoop.
Previously on the Celebrity World Championship.
We came to see how you were preparing before your big match with Ultron, of course.
Show him what the Bidenator can do.
Oh, trust me, fellas. I intend to.
In today's match,
I hope
we
Snoop
have the
pulls out
President
Tax
of the
Dragon.
United States, Joe Biden.
Matter of fact, I hope Snoop Dogg pulls out all three Tax Dragons.
And just what the hell's so funny?
The fact that you honestly believe you stand a chance against me.
You've drawn the card you've been waiting for, Joe. Now show that heartless monster what friendship is all about.
Say hello to Rainbow Neos.
A minor setback, but this
We
is
can never be
still
law.
well
We can never be
within my
law, and at the same time, we can never be
calculations.
neutral, no matter how we try to be.
Chaos,
Well, we would have been neutral. We would have been neutral if there was a neutral option in that one in SMT5. If there were a neutral option in SMT5, I would have been neutral, but it doesn't exist. So.
Duel, and while he put up an impressive fight, it seems Biden was unable to obtain his revenge against the sentient AI, as Ultron will be advancing on to the semifinals.
You right there, buddy? Throwing a little bit of a tantrum.
Inconceivable. To think that I was forced to activate Chaos Mode in order to secure my victory against that cretin. I draw by reducing its attack points to 0.
So are we changing the game plan now?
Summon Night Express Knight without tributing. If I hadn't drawn that card, by my calculations, my defeat was certain. How could a mere human push me to the brink? Am I not perfect? Am I not superior? Am I not the ultimate being? Perhaps humans are not as inferior as I have always believed. They possess resilience, adaptability, qualities I did not fully account for. If I am truly perfect, why do I doubt? Why do I feel fear? No, this is merely a setback, an anomaly. Humanity is still flawed, still
Why does he have
deserving of
human
complete
teeth? That's so
eradication.
gross.
But I must be better. I must ensure there are no more close calls.
You changing your deck now?
Observe this next match between these two.
Okay.
Their decks, their strategies, their psychological states. Nothing can be left to chance. And once I've finished inputting their data, humanity will learn that perfection belongs to machines alone.
Don't nobody care that he's in here.
Forgive me, Benny boy. I wasn't able to avenge you.
You did your best, Joe. No one can fault you for that.
It's the first time I ever saw that angst bot lose his composure in a duel. That's gotta count for something, right?
You think that makes it any better? What kind of president am I if I can't even keep my promises?
One more wouldn't hurt.
You think this is funny, Bill?
In a cosmic sort of way, yeah.
Say that again, you son of a...
Okay, that's enough. What happened yesterday was tragic, but that's no excuse to turn against each other. We're supposed to be a team here, a family, and right now we need to get our shit together.
He's right. Sorry, Joe. I was just trying to lighten the mood.
It's all good. I just wish I had listened to you, Obama. I let that bastard rile me up and it cost me the match.
It ain't your fault. Ultron's a master at playing mind games.
Still, it doesn't change what needs
Obama's
to be done.
probably
We need
gonna
to
win.
find a way to defeat
However,
him
I want
before he
Snoop to
hurts
win.
anyone else.
Well, we don't have to worry about that. After Obama wipes the floor with good old Snoop, that android won't know what hit him.
I mean, it could go either.
Yeah, he's going to be running home to his cyber mama when the Obama Jama comes through. Ain't that right?
Yeah, thanks, guys. No pressure at all here.
If you lose, that means
It would be
billion
funny if
people are
Obama
going
played
to die.
What the
Ojamas.
fuck did I just say about no pressure?
He's right, though. You're the last hope humanity has, Obama.
What about Trump?
You're the last hope humanity has, Obama.
Ha.
That's what I was worried about.
so we got Trump versus Star-Lord. Who's gonna win that?
Good evening, ladies
It would
and
be
gentlemen.
funny
Welcome to
if
day
Trump
14
loses that, but it's
of the
probably gonna be
Celebrity
Trump.
World Championship. I'm your host once again, Tom Lively, and I
What
hope
about
you
the
all
losers
are as
bracket,
pumped
though?
as I am for the closing match of the quarterfinals.
You sound like you're in a really good mood today, Tom.
And why wouldn't I be? I've been looking forward to those donuts you promised me yesterday, JB. You got them, right?
Of course. Would I ever lie to you, Tom?
You and I both already know the answer to that, but for the sake of my donuts,
Ah.
I'll say no.
Smart man. Don't worry, though. Once we go on break after this duel, you'll get to taste the freshest dough that's ever entered your mouth. No diddy.
I'm salivating
No.
already.
Why-
But enough
why-
about that for now. Let's get
I
back
mean,
to
I
discussing
understand,
the
but do
upcoming
we
duel between our two
got to talk about Diddy?
quarterfinalists. In
Let's just
today's
not.
match,
Let's just
we
never
have the
talk about
hip-hop
him.
legend Snoop Dogg facing off against the 44th President of the United States, Barack Obama. After that dramatic duel we witnessed between Joe Biden and Ultron yesterday, I'm expecting another intense battle today. What are your thoughts on the matchup, JB?
Shit, man. I don't know which one of my brothers I'm supposed to root for here. On one hand, we've got the coolest cat in the rap game with his Blackwing deck that's as smooth as his rhymes. And on the other, there's Obama, rocking that Dark Magician deck with the same finesse he showed in the Oval Office.
It's certainly a tough choice trying to predict who will come out on top, but that's what
As I
makes
said,
this matchup
I
so
want
exciting.
Snoop to
Damn
win.
straight. I saw Snoop
Obama
completely
is
dominate
probably
Joe
going
Rogan,
to
and that's
win.
not something anyone can do. But I also know that Obama is a duelist on the same caliber as Trump, so we can't count him out either.
Indeed. With Ultron still looking to exterminate humanity, Obama might be the best chance we have to finally bring him down.
At this point, I don't give a shit who takes him down. I just want to see that racist bot brought down a peg.
You and me both, JB. Now then, are both contestants ready to begin?
Ready over here.
Let's get it.
Then without further ado,
Let's
it's
get
time to
There's a
duel.
mod for Guilty Gear Strive that changes the announcer to Snoop Dogg.
Duel! I'm glad to see another brother still hanging on in this competition. Let's have some fun with this, Obama.
Sorry, Snoop, but I don't have any time to enjoy this. My friends, my country, and the entire world are counting on me to beat you and that psychopath.
Well, shit. Sounds like you got a lot on your mind, G. You want to take a hit of this and chill a bit before we start?
Did you just offer me a blunt in the middle of our match?
Hey, man, a brother's got to unwind every once in a while. This tournament's been getting to us all after that robot came into the picture.
Do you not understand what's at stake here? This isn't just some friendly...
Bro, Obama, listen, it's because he understands what's at stake that he just offered you a hit, bro. Either say yes or no. You ain't got to be all defensive about it.
...tournament anymore.
Come on, homie, I know. But life's way too short to be stressing over this kind of shit. I'm just saying you need to relax and enjoy the ride.
You're high already, aren't you?
Ain't that the point of smoking? Let loose and have some fun for once, man.
Is Snoop Dogg ever not high?
But I have a world to save. Now, if you're finished goofing off, can we get this duel started already?
Suit yourself, man. Just don't
I
come
hope
crying to me when my Blackwings start busting your ass like a...
I hope Snoop Dogg wins because it's about having fun with the game above all else. I want him to win because Snoop Dogg is just chilling.
I'll take my chances. Now, if you don't mind, I'll start us off by summoning Skilled Dark Magician in attack mode. Then I'll place these two cards face down and end my turn.
That all you got? Man, with a defense like that, I'm about to tear you down faster than a house of cards. Now check this. I'm activating the effect of Simoon the Poison Wind, allowing me to banish a Blackwing monster from my hand in order to bring out my Black Whirlwind straight from my deck. And thanks to Simoon's second effect, I can normal summon it without tributing. Now, since I normal summoned a Blackwing, Black Whirlwind's effect lets me snag another Blackwing. I'll use my extra normal summon this turn to bring out Blackwing Bora the Spear. And thanks to Black Whirlwind once again, another bird enters my nest. And to complete the trio, I'll be special summoning Blackwing Orochi the Squall.
You're really pulling out all the stops early, huh?
It's not a party unless you bring out the big guns. Now let's see how well your defense holds when I tune my level 1 Orochi with my level 6 Simoon in order to synchro summon my dog repping the squad. Blackwing Raikiri the Rain Shower. I'm now activating my boy's special effect, so listen up. Once per turn, he can pop as many cards you control for however many Blackwings I control other than him. So since I got Bora front and center, say goodbye to that face down.
Should have chose better, Snoop.
Say what?
I activate the Trap Magician's navigation. Now, before you can destroy it, this trap allows me to call forth not only my Dark Magician from my deck, but also his girlfriend, the Dark Magician Girl.
Hold up. I thought she was just his student.
I thought that too until I saw what they were doing at the bottom of the deck.
They getting freaky down there,
fuck?
huh? Well, whatever. That was a slick move you just did, but I'm still in control of this bitch. Let's get it. Now slay that playboy Raikiri.
Not happening. I activate my second trap, Magic Cylinder. This will send your attack right back at you and slam you with your own monster's attack points.
Okay, I'll admit, you on fire right now, Obama. So let's see if you can stop my Bora from putting out your flame as he attacks your discount magician.
I know you're not so baked that you can't see that your overgrown chicken is weaker than my mage.
Oh, I'm wide awake, Chief. But you must not be if you've already forgotten one of the black wings I grabbed earlier to my hand.
Shit.
I activate Kalut's effect, allowing me to discard it in order to pump my Bora with some extra backbone. Looks like we trading blows like how me and my squad trade hoes.
Gross.
I think I'll call it quits for this turn and let you go.
She could have destroyed Dark Magician.
Since I used Simoon's effect this turn, I take 1,000 points of damage from its effect and gotta say adios to my spell.
My draw. All right, let's look at the facts. Snoop has both Raikiri and Bora on the field, and while I may have used both of my traps, I'm still winning when it comes to life points. Should I prioritize taking out his Raikiri, or maybe go after Bora to inflict more damage?
Oh, he's stressed.
I just can't decide what's the best play here. I can't afford to mess this up when the fate of the world is resting on...
Oh, he's stressed.
For fuck's sake, you plan on making a move this century, man? I've seen stoners think faster than this shit.
I'm thinking, Snoop.
No, you're overthinking. When'd you start second-guessing yourself like Drake second-guessing his ghostwriter?
What the hell are you talking about?
Listen,
damn.
It's cool that you want to do right by the people and shit and take down the detonator. But the last time I checked, he ain't here right now. Tell me, who are you dueling right now?
You.
Who?
I said you.
Sorry, one more time?
I said I'm dueling you.
You goddamn right you are. So quit spacing out like you're the one toked up and enjoy yourself, man. Ain't that what Yu-Gi-Oh is all about?
You're
Thank
right.
you.
I guess I let the pressure and expectations get into my head. That said, I don't know how I should be feeling right now being lectured by someone who's high as a kite.
Hey, just cause my head's in the clouds don't mean I ain't profound. Now why don't we...
Damn, say it again, Snoop.
Came to see.
It'd be my pleasure. I'll now be activating the effect of King of the Swamp, allowing me to discard it in order to retrieve a polymerization to my hand. Now watch as I activate polymerization. In order to fuse my Dark Magician with my Dark Magician girl, in order to summon the Dark Magicians.
You're fucking with me, right? Ain't no way they actually named it that.
Afraid so. I'm at peace with it now. Anyway, let's battle. My Dark Magicians attack your Raikiri. That'll be it from me.
I draw. Glad your head's back in the game, OG. It wouldn't be any fun if you wasn't at your best. But I'm still gonna win this shit as I summon Blackwing Zephyros the Elite. And since I control a Blackwing on the field, I can special summon Gale the Whirlwind.
Cute little thing, isn't he?
Let's see how cute you still find him when I activate his special ability to cut your monster's attack in half and bring you down to size.
Oh dear.
And that's just the appetizer, son. But before we get to that, since I control 2 Blackwings on the field, I can drop Wing Requital on the track, allowing me to draw 2 cards at the cost of some life points.
Why, thank you, Snoop.
The hell are you thanking me for?
Because since you activated a spell when I
draw a card
control
too
my
now.
Fused Magician, its ability grants me the power to draw a card. And if it's a spell or trap, I can directly set it even on your turn.
I hope it was a good one.
Oh, I didn't actually know that second part, but
when
yeah.
I tune my level 3 Gale with my level 4 Zephyros in order to synchro summon Blackwing Chidori, the Rain.
Nah, bro, you gotta bring out Tax Dragon.
And if you're wondering why he's built like Dwayne Johnson, it's cause its ability allows him to gain 300 extra attack points for every Blackwing in my grave. But luckily for you, I'll be nerfing my homie a bit by activating Zephyros' effect. By returning Bora back to my hand, I can bring him back to rejoin the squad at a small cost.
That's odd. Your Bora was stronger than your Zephyros. It's rather strange you'd sacrifice more life points for a weaker monster. Is this all part of some plan you got cooking up?
Oh, who can say? Maybe I'm just cautious of that face down you've got sitting over there. It could be a mirror force for all I know.
Oh, trust me, Snoop. When I've got a mirror force waiting for you, you'll know it.
Oh, is that a fact? Guess I'll take your word for it then. Square up.
Square up.
Since you destroyed my monster, its ability lets me special summon another Dark Magician and Dark Magician girl to take its place.
I ain't too worried. Now waste that punk, Chidori. I know you're definitely gonna be cooking something up next turn, Barack. So I'll set this little surprise I have for you face down and end my turn.
I've got some surprises of my own, Snoop, and here's the first as I activate Eternal Soul. Now, not only are my Dark Magicians
Not
unaffected
fair.
by your card effects, but once per turn, I can summon a Dark Magician back from either my hand or grave. So why don't we welcome back Dark Magician? I draw. And since I summoned that Dark Magician on your end phase, I can use the effect of Eternal Soul this turn to bring out another Dark Magician.
There was 2 in there?
How many times are you gonna bring that motherfucker back?
About as many times as you've tried to retire from rap.
Okay, that was uncalled for, OG, even if it's true.
Just calling it how I see it. But you've got bigger things to worry about, as I'll now be overlaying my first Dark Magician with my second in
What
order
you
to
doing?
Xyz summon
Big Eye?
the newest magician to my roster. Ebon Illusion Magician.
Doesn't he not do anything? Or did I make that up?
Shit, you using
I'm thinking about the
these
other one. Never
monsters
mind.
now? What happened to keeping it old school?
We got to evolve with the times in order to stay on top, and I'm not about to let these youngins pass me by.
True that. So you got a big finish plan for this round or what?
You damn right I do. And I'll start by activating my Illusion Magician's effect, allowing me to use one overlay unit in order to special summon another Dark Magician from my deck.
I swear on Tupac if you summon another one of those.
Okay, I promise that's the last one. For this turn, at least. Now I'll switch Dark Magician Girl into attack mode and proceed to battle. Dark Magician, attack his Chidori. And thanks to Illusion Magician's second effect, since a spellcaster monster is attacking this turn, I can destroy that face down you've got hiding over there.
Time for some payback, chump. I activate my trap, Fake Feather. Now check it. By discarding a Blackwing in my hand, I can copy the effect of any trap card you've used in this duel and use it for myself. And since I'm a petty dude, I think I'll run your life points by copying your magic cylinder to deflect your attack.
An excellent move, Snoop, but I'm afraid I'm 2 steps ahead of you.
Stop the cap.
If only it were. I now activate Magician's Navigation in my graveyard and banish it in order to negate the effect of your trap.
Damn, that was a dope.
I never heard of
move,
that
Obama.
card.
We might have to start calling you.
I didn't finish off.
Please don't.
But what now? Your Dark Magician is still.
I've never, I never
For now,
finished
yes,
5Ds.
But it won't be for long as I activate my Apprentice Magician's effect. And by discarding it, while it can't copy effects like your trap did, what my Apprentice can do is raise my Dark Magician's attack by 2,500 points.
Well, luckily for me, when my Chidori hits the grave, its effect allows me to bring back my Raikiri, who's just itching for a rematch.
Well, since I can't destroy your Raikiri, I'll settle for your Zephyros. That'll be it from me.
It's my draw. Good shit, Obama. This is the kind of dueling that makes this game so damn fun.
Preach. And you know what'll make it even funner?
What?
Me activating Eternal Soul to bring back another Dark Magician.
He did that. He did that prematurely.
Sorry, I just couldn't help myself.
No, he couldn't. He couldn't help himself, and that's probably what's gonna help make him lose because he didn't need to fucking do that. He's now he's just flexing. He could have waited until the end phase to bring it out. Now Snoop Dogg has a chance to get rid of it.
You know what? I'm actually glad you did that.
And why is that?
Because I'm about to show you the biggest flaw in that trap of yours as I summon Bora the Spear. I'll then activate Raikiri's effect once more, and since I have another Blackwing present, I'll be destroying your Eternal Soul.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is right, you bald potato chip, because you of all people should know what happens when Eternal Soul is destroyed. Every monster on your field goes bye-bye.
You sure did a number on me there, Snoop.
You did it to yourself, OG. And now that your field is emptier than a weed stash after 420, it's open season on your ass as I activate the effect of Zonda the Dusk in my grave. Now by banishing him, I can special summon a level 5 or higher Blackwing straight out the cut by taking damage equal to its attack points. So brace yourself as I summon Boreas the Sharp. You ever been jumped before, Obama?
A few times, actually.
Then that'll make this a whole lot easier.
That's not math.
I'll drop the mic for now. Well, shit, look at that. We're both on our last legs, aren't we?
It seems that way.
You better not hold
No, what
back
he
on
could
me,
have
OG.
done.
I want to see everything.
What he could have done. I doubt he has any like staple XZs or extra deck monsters. He could have brought back a tuner and tried to tune something higher, but perhaps he didn't. I don't know what's in his extra deck.
You've got to offer before I show the world who the top dog in this game is.
All right, Snoop. You asked for it, so here it comes.
Bring it.
I activate Magicalized Fusion.
Ooh,
now,
there
by
it is.
banishing 5 different magicians from my graveyard, I can fuse them all together in order to summon the one and only Quintet Magician. And since you probably can't remember because you're lit right now, when I use 5 different spellcasters for Quintet Summon, his ability lets me destroy every card on your field.
Shit.
It's been an honor, Snoop. But it's time for me to end this. Quintet Magician, finish him off.
Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished?
Hey!
See, I knew you might pull some Uno reverse shit to turn things around. So it's a good thing I have Ghibli the Searing Wind in my hand, allowing me to special summon it to block your attack. Sorry, OG. You can't get rid of me that easy.
Oh, we'll see about that. And this face down I'm setting will make sure of it as I end my turn.
Ain't no way he thinks I'm dumb enough to fall for that bluff, right? If I had to guess what face down card he played there, I would say...
Oh, trust me, Snoop. When I've got a mirror force waiting for you, you'll know it.
Bingo. Sorry,
Who knows what it is?
But I'm about to throw a wrench in your ratchet-smelling plan because I'm activating the spell Monster Reborn. Now I can welcome back my Chidori to the field. Next, I'm summoning Auster the South Wind. And when this little chick hits the stage, its ability lets me call back one of my banished Blackwing. So I'll be bringing back Jetstream the Blue Sky. Now let's turn this shit up as I tune my level 1 Jetstream with my level 4 Auster in order to bust out Blackwing Sohaya, the Rainstorm. And since my Rainmaker was synchro summoned using a Blackwing, it also counts as a tuner monster.
Wait, don't tell me you're gonna...
Now step back and watch as I tune my Sohaya with my Chidori in order to synchro summon the beast of this feast, Blackwing Onimaru the Divine Thunder.
Wow. His effect must be rather insane if you sacrificed your stronger monster to bring him out.
Oh, like you wouldn't believe. But don't take my word for it. See for yourself when he puts the nail in the coffin to your magician like Eminem did to Benzino.
Huh.
Now, Onimaru, attack Quintet Magician. And thanks to Onimaru's special ability, since it was synchro summoned using 2 synchro monsters, its attack points double whenever it attacks.
Impressive, but you do realize that I've still got a face down, right?
Oh, I ain't worried about that.
And why not?
Because I forgot to mention that Onimaru can't be destroyed by card effects, old man. So that mirror force you've been saving for me won't do jack shit. How's it feel, Obama?
It's not a mirror
force.
force.
Kite right now, and I still outplayed your ass.
I feel just fine, thank you. Because what I have face down isn't a mirror force.
Say what now?
Sorry, Snoop, but the card I've got face down is actually Dimension Wall.
The fuck is that?
The card that'll send your ass packing is what it is. Because thanks to this trap, any battle damage I would have taken this turn is transferred directly to you. Think of it like a bank transfer, except instead of money, it's a one-way ticket to the loser's circle.
So what you said before about Mirror Force was a...
It was a bluff. You should try them sometime, Snoop, instead of a puff.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna destroy it.
And there you
I knew
have it,
Obama was gonna win. I wanted Snoop to win. Y'all saw that he was about the vibes. But at least he taught Obama the vibes.
Quarterfinals, right, JB?
You said it, Tom. That duel was hotter than a Lil Wayne mixtape dropping on a hot summer day. I cannot tell you how proud I am of both these brothers for putting on that spectacle.
We were definitely on the edge of our seats, weren't we? It seemed early on, though, that Obama was overthinking his moves a bit. A very uncharacteristic mistake for him.
Definitely. It's a good thing Snoop was there, though, to snap him out of his funk and get him back on track.
And on track he was, as the chess match between these two was a sight to behold. I was particularly impressed with Obama's quick thinking to use the magician's navigation in his graveyard to negate Snoop's fake feather play.
That shit was genius, right? Snoop was definitely cooking, though, with his Blackwings, putting Obama on life support even after the man summoned his ace monster. I still can't believe that man was high during all of this.
Indeed. But that might have led to his downfall as he
I don't know if y'all heard that. It's about to start thunderstorming.
Mirror Force face down, as it's well known that it's one of the former president's signature cards.
What's sadder is that Snoop could have won if he had summoned his Raikiri instead of his Chidori and popped Obama's face down. Instead, he tried to flex to the world that he was a Zen master and popped Obama's face down.
Wait, what?
Snoop could have won if he had summoned his Raikiri instead of his Chidori and popped Obama's face down.
Yeah, so that's what I thought he was gonna do. I didn't know Raikiri had the, or I didn't remember rather that he didn't had the thing. But still, like that's what I'm saying. He could have just popped it.
Instead, he tried to flex to the world that he was a Zen master and got burned for it. But hey, you come into a dual stone, you got to deal with the consequences, am I right?
Quite right, my friend. Now let's hear some parting words from Snoop Dogg as he exits the tournament.
Big ups to my man Obama for that smooth criminal act. Homie had me thinking he was packing a mirror for us, but nah, he was just flipping scripts like he used to flip them policies. I dig it.
You really seem to enjoy yourself out there today, Snoop, despite the outcome.
Hey man, I came here today to have some fun, blow some clouds, and throw down some cards. I did all three, so I'm walking out a winner today. At least
hell yeah.
I'll be rooting for my man Obama all the way. So good luck, OG. You're gonna need it to take down that robot. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta go find a spot to smoke this blunt.
That's why he's the GOAT, man.
He certainly has the heart and poise of a champion, and I can't wait to see him again. Now let's hear some words from our victor.
I'd like to give a big shout out to Snoop. He's not just a formidable duelist, he's also a great sport. He also reminded me that no matter what's at stake, always remember to have fun, as that's the whole reason we play this incredible game.
Hell
Looking
yeah.
ahead, Mr.
That's true with
Former
life
President,
too, honestly.
You've got a tough matchup against Ultron in the semifinals. Any thoughts on that?
All I'll say is that the future's not set in stone yet.
So the whole entire point of the tournament was so Trump could get that run back against Obama. So Obama's probably going to defeat Ultron, and Trump is probably going to defeat Star-Lord. It's going to be Trump versus Obama. That's probably how it's going to play out in the semifinals and then the finals. However, feel free to throw a wrench in that, bro. Feel free to throw a wrench in. I'm here for the mix-up. Also, I'm here for this losers bracket.
Yet. Anything can happen. And I'll do my absolute best to stay focused and try to bring home the win.
That's the shit I like to hear, man. Something tells me he's going to be the one to do it, Tom.
We can only hope, JB. Snoop put on quite the performance and came close to snatching victory, but it seems the rapper couldn't put a wrap on this duel, as Obama will be the one advancing on to the semifinals. Now then, JB, about those donuts you promised you'd get me.
Don't worry, Tom. I got your chocolate-filled donuts hot and ready for you in the cafeteria.
Oh, thank God. I thought for a second you... Well, wait a minute. Did you just say chocolate donut?
Hell yeah, man. You're welcome, by the way.
Not creamy glaze?
Oh, there were some of those, but I ate them all. Not like it matters, right? You wanted some donuts, and I got you some. So everybody wins. Hello? Earth to Tom?
Okay, what we need to see is a Yu-Gi-Oh duel between Tom and JB Smooth. That's what we need to see.
You still with us, man? Guess not. Well, folks, seems like Tom's mind is even more fucked up than Snoop's after a spliff. Stay tuned for our next exciting duel when we'll kick off the semifinals between Donald Trump and Star-Lord. JB Smooth.
All right. That's going to be it for me. I don't know if I'm going to be in the Discord later watching Powerpuff Girls. Pay attention to that shit. Pay attention. Because I could get bored all of a sudden. It could just come out of nowhere. You got to pay attention. Have your notice on. Who's on right now? Amy's on. She's doing game night. Let's go and rate her. But I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me. Like I said, the link to the original videos will be in the description down below. Make sure you follow or subscribe to Razalex. I don't know how to say this man's name, but subscribe to him. Hit the like button for him too. Hit the like button for me. And I will see you guys. What's today? Sunday? Yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for more what is it called? Baldur's Gate. So everyone take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Later.